You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Hey Tony, drop that. What, please?
I bet. Dr. Dre in the place to be. Co-rockin' shit with my homeboy Steve. After Roadium, getting stupid some. Yo, don't think that you can get none of Dre. The motherfucking doctor, the bitch hopper, the sucker motherfucking stopper. I'm fucked up, so don't mind what I'm saying. I'm just kicking it with Steve, Tony, A, and Susan. Yo, we be choosing dope shit to put in a mix. Know what I'm saying? We kick shit like and that's a fact. And if your shit ain't in the mix, you know it's whack. And that ain't no bullshit. I'm kicking facts on a serious tip. Word up, Dr. Dre's in full effect doing serious damage, boy.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
And welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, episode 177. And in the words of the great philosopher Ice Cube, today was a good day. Other than that, you know what? It's got some minor announcements. You guys already know that in this month of July, I think we're already mid-July, I'm trying to do more podcasts. I'm trying to squeeze more people in because there's a long waiting list, okay? So I'm trying to do more to squeeze everybody in. So tonight I got 2 guests. Tomorrow I got more guests. Thursday I got another guest. I'm trying to do that the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Freaky Tales, and then Sunday. If this goes good, then I'll continue to do it. You know, I want to give everybody an equal opportunity to share their story, to share their music, to share their career, to promote themselves until it pays off. And that's why Roadium Radio is here. So other than that, continue to submit your music. I will get to it. You know, eventually I will get to it. I check my emails at least twice a week, and I start making a list. We start strategizing how, and we're going to put the show together for the week. So other than that, I want to introduce to you guys my very special guest of the night, somebody from the Harbor area, somebody who is a good friend to me and is a good friend to my team here. So please allow me to welcome Megaman, the podcast.
It's about fucking time, man. What does Megaman have to do to be a guest on it, man? I'm over here in the streets. I'm trying to do episodes, trying to get my name out there. I'm like, fuck, man, Tony, can I get on the Roadium Radio? But I gotta say this. Thank you for inviting me on, but I think it's kind of messed up that there's people who counts on you and it's an opportunity lost for them.
Yes.
And when you gave me that call, say, hey, Megaman, I want you to come on. I was like, fuck it, I'm there.
You know, and the thing is this, that I'm not trying to be a jerk.
No.
But because there are so many people waiting, when somebody cancels, I will not rebook them again.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I won't rebook. So if you're watching and you canceled on me, you're not going to get rebooked. You know.
And to me, I don't care if they have over 1 million or this or followers and stuff. You know who I am? I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're gonna count on me and you're just playing catch up and dodgeball and all that stuff, like, I don't want you.
Right.
That's how I am.
Other than that, Megaman, how you been, man?
Fucking blessed, man. I did a little walking today, did a little hiking. I'm trying to bring sexy back, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm trying to cut back on the beers. We'll talk about it later, but I'm trying to lose 80 pounds, you know? And I'm telling you, those craft beers, those hazy, those West Coast beers, man, they'll fucking get to you.
Is that a lot of calories?
Dude, yeah, we think I'm trying to lose this fat gut right here.
Well, I thought you were bringing sexy back, so I thought that was part of it.
I mean, I got to see my dick for once, you know? I'm just kidding, dude.
Okay, now, you're wearing carnalismo. I'm wearing carnalismo. Did we both know, did we give each other the memo? No.
No, not really.
So let me give a shout out to Carnalismo Clothing, which I am going to book him. I got to give him a call possibly tomorrow. I was supposed to call him today, but I had a lot of things to do today. But I will be giving you a call and I will be booking you because I think the name is so dope. Mm-hmm. I think the clothing is dope. And I think his stock should be going up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to give him that opportunity.
I had him a while back on the podcast. And he's a good guy. Shouts to him.
Yeah.
And he's doing it. And I'm very selective of who I support from any small business, and that's the thing. People's like, oh, give me a shout out, or hey, I want you to talk about this, support this. It's like, it doesn't work like that with me. I want to build a relationship, and that's the thing where it's like, oh, just do it and get the cloud and this, whatever. It's like, no. But with Canalismo Clothing, when I had Marcos, when I had his friend Edgar from over there in Bakersfield, I wanted to get to know Marcos and Edgar and all. And when I had them on, it was really cool. I know with Marcos, I hate to put you on the spot. You were a little nervous on the Megaman podcast, but I like what he's doing because he's out there hustling. He's out there getting his name out there.
Right.
Doing shoes, beers, shirts, hats, whatever. I mean, his shirt's everywhere. His logo's everywhere.
We're going to get into the beer in a little bit because I want to see if I can put together Roadium Radio beer. You know what I'm saying? Because we drink a lot here sometimes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you want to do a collab with a brewery or?
I don't know anything about it, but we'll get into that. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, I'm like a total novice when it comes to I don't know anything. I'm a new guy when it comes to the beers. I just know Modelos, Pacíficos. But if we can put together, blend something up.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the thing that's missing over here, there's a big gap, Tony. You got Long Beach, we got a lot of breweries, and you got Torrance. Torrance is the beer Bermuda Triangle.
Right.
And when you have Long Beach is coming up with a lot of breweries.
Yes.
And you have a brewery in San Pedro's Brewery and Brewery West.
Right.
Wilmington is missing a brewery over here. We need a brewery over here.
I agree. I'm trying to get my timer to work here. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. Should be.
It's all good and stuff, but I think when I see a lot of youngsters in the Harbor area in Wilmington, there's a lot of opportunity here.
Yes.
Like in Avalon, they have the art fest, the streets, the cruising night and everything and stuff. We need to bring all that back. And to me, a lot of, get to know me. I used to live over here in Wilmington on Blinn and Ruby Dock Street. Right before L Street. My grandpa's house he still lives there too. He has the nicest house on all of Blinn Avenue. And it's his house is right behind of a church. Yeah, and I've been here ever since. But I used to move around a lot. Moved to Wilmington. Then when it got really bad in the late 90s, my mom and dad, we all moved to Carson. Then when my mom and my dad split up, I moved to the Bay Area, Modesto, and all that. But I felt like my heart was always going to be in Wilmington.
Okay.
I don't forget where I come from.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know you went into the Bay Area for a minute.
Yeah, Bay Area. I used to live in Piedmont, Union City for Stockton, Sacramento for a little bit. But mostly a lot of my family live in Modesto, like 90% of my family. But now with the economy is really, really getting messed up, a lot of my family are moving out of the state to Texas, New Mexico, Florida, Maine, and all that stuff, It's just times are getting hard right now,
Yeah. No, you're right. Listen, are you a sports guy, man?
I'm a Niners, man. I know you're a Cowboys and Niners. I know you got your rings and we got ours. So I'm trying to be in the safe side because I know a lot of people be talking shit about the Niners, homo and this, whatever. But I mean, I love the Niners. Okay. I'm a Giants fan, Oh,
you're not a Dodger fan?
Oh, no.
I didn't know that.
No.
I'm glad you told me.
I'm a Giants fan, and I'm glad that Dodgers got a ring, And I know we got ours, but right now our team is kind of up and down, but we're kind of rebuilding.
What about basketball?
Oh, the Warriors.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so everything's is that because you were out there?
Yeah. Well, it's like when you die hard.
Okay.
And if you're an A's fan, San Jose Sharks fan, Sacramento Kings, they take their sports very fucking seriously.
Okay.
And people get beat up. I went to a Raiders game a long time ago, and I seen a person get shanked.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't. I mean, when it's the Raiders and Cowboys, it's shit's gonna go down.
Of course. Okay. Why Golden State and why not Sacramento Kings?
I mean, I'm kind of like universal on both. I mean, if you're from the Central Valley of Northern California, you got to say Central Valley because if you say NorCal, it's like, hey, what the fuck? It's all different territories.
Right.
But I mean, universal. Either anyone from NorCal in the Bay Area, we're gonna win. We just gonna support. And I remember when the Sacramento Kings had Jason Williams. He's like the white chocolate. Yeah. Bobby Jackson. You got Chris Webber. I mean, we should have had a ring. We had it, but Lakers were always killing us in the Western Conference Finals.
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq. R.I.P.
Yeah,
Kobe, man.
Yeah. Now, okay. Today, right now, man, I'm missing it too. We have Phoenix Suns,
Bucks. They're gonna win.
Bucks.
Bucks all the way.
Yeah.
Chris Paul. I mean, he had
Dude,
it.
that's amazing. They were down 2-0. And they came back now to 3-2. I think they're going to win it tonight.
It's almost similar what happened with the Warriors and Cavaliers, where the Warriors were up 3-1, and the Warriors like, we're going to win it. So they got too overconfident, and LeBron, beat them 4-1, and they won. And the Cleveland won their first championship in over 53 years, like that. So I mean, who knows? But the Bucks, I mean, the last time they won a championship, that's when they had Oscar Robinson's and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I know my sports, Tony.
That's good. That's
Even
good.
UFC. I love UFC.
I like UFC. I can't say I love it. I like UFC because I still like boxing more than UFC. Here's what I don't like with UFC. When you got two dancing bears, guys that are just hugging each other on the fucking floor and don't fucking move.
Oh, they're clinching. They're trying to get anyone who gets a takedown, that's points and stuff like that. And he's like, well, I got you on takedown. I got you on points. I'm going to win. It's like, come on, dude. You're just hugging. Like, we have Herb Dean or any referee, just stand them up. I want to see a slugfest.
That's what I want to see.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But like with boxing, the boxing's cool here, but I'm old school.
Same here.
With my dad, with, Tommy the Hitman Hearns,
course.
A lot of the boxers old school, Roberto Duran, like the Hector Camacho,
Yeah.
Julio
Cesar. Michael Carbajal.
I love that guy.
I didn't know that he's related to B-Real. Like, that's his cousin.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, B-Real announced it on the podcast. So that right there is, it's
I
pretty
forgot
cool.
the one boxer who fought Tommy the Hitman Hearn, but he passed away from COVID.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
I loved him.
Of course.
After he retired, after he should have won that one with Sugar Ray.
With Sugar Ray.
He moved to Italy to do spaghetti movies.
Yes, you're right.
I was like, spaghetti movies. And I was like, okay, it's kind of more like, okay, this is kind of a little similar to almost that movie Django with Quentin Tarantino.
Right.
Did you watch that podcast episode with Quentin Tarantino with Joe Rogan where they talked about Bruce Lee made him look like a dumbass?
Yes. Joe Rogan was very, very upset. Like, he was offended that that they did that about him. That they made him look soft. I guess, what was it? Brad Pitt supposedly in the movie whipped Bruce Lee's ass.
But he did that
in
for
the
a
movie.
reason.
Right.
He wanted to check it out. It's like, you can't do that again. But I heard that he was an asshole to the stuntmen. He had no respect for them. That's why none of the stuntmen didn't want to, do sparring with him.
With who? Bruce?
And Bruce Lee didn't want to. He had no respect for any of the stuntmen in Hollywood.
Okay.
And I didn't even know he was doing drugs. He had letters. They found letters. They auctioned it off where he was certain codes that say, hey, can you give me some of these cocaine or weed and all that stuff?
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard of who disclosed that? Quentin Tarantino?
No, you can look it up. I was hearing some podcasts and they did an auction and I think the papers auctioned out for $500,000. Anyone who was a fan of Bruce Lee want any little memory of all that stuff. Now it's weird that he died in his mistress' house, so he was a little player.
Yeah, he died in his mistress'
little
house, took a
Susie
nap,
right
and
there,
he died
man.
right there, bro.
Yeah, but it makes you think, and that's why Bruce Lee's daughter is like all pissed off at Quentin Tarantino is talking all this shit. But Quentin Tarantino was doing his homework when he did that movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay, so in the movie, I mean, did he say that Bruce Lee did get his ass whooped? Or he's not saying that was a true event, is he?
We don't know. I mean, he just did like stunts and everything, but we never seen him fight like a combat fight, He can do like tournaments and all that, but I think in a way he just brags about like, I can do this to you, I can break you, I can kill you. Like, well,
I know, but Quentin Tarantino put that in the movie.
yeah.
But he wasn't saying that those were facts, was he?
He was doing his homework. He read books about it. There's people from Hollywood. I mean,
Supposedly that was true then. Supposedly.
Assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that, but
I know, but
it makes it different as like,
I know, but if you don't have concrete evidence, bro, that was actually true, I wouldn't do that.
makes you think and wonder. It hurts your heart.
Well, because it taints his name. I mean, imagine if it wasn't true,
Yeah.
But whatever. Quentin Tarantino from the Harbor area as well.
Really? What part?
From Carson, and he used to work at the Lama Mall. Yeah, look that up.
Man, I know he used to work at a video store in Santa Monica.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I know it was Carson, and then he actually mentioned Torrance area, and actually he did one of those movies. Remember when he filmed the Lama Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I forgot, what was it? Was it Kill Bill?
I don't know. Was Reservoir Dogs?
No.
Some. I
One of
don't
those.
know.
One of those.
But he's
movies.
doing one more movie, then he's gonna retire. He's not. Gonna do
Good. You know what? I'm not really a fan of his shit.
Really?
Bro. Yeah, I'm not.
Django was pretty good. Reservoir was pretty
Okay,
graphic.
but I didn't like that Reservoir Dogs movie.
Huh.
It lost me. I thought it was boring as hell. But there's a huge cult following that follows those kind of movies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like, I don't really like his stuff. But now, anything dope on Netflix you've been watching, lady?
How to Be a Tyrant. Or like,
I watched that one.
what'd you think about the Ugandan dictator from
Idi Amin?
Oh my God. 500,000 people you died. If he didn't like you, he would kill you, throw you to the fucking alligators.
Yeah.
You know, and all that. He was a killer.
Yeah.
But he got too big headed, so he went to go invade another country and got fucked up.
I
And
know.
he had to exile to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and try to live peacefully out there.
Yeah, come on.
Honestly, they should have brought his ass back.
Yeah,
you know?
it's sad. Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi.
Yeah.
That guy had his limited. His soldiers were all women, like motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But it's sad. It's I just don't want to see stuff like that. It's really sad. You know, people have an evil mind. Think like, hey,
And then he have social media. Imagine.
that's sad, it's scary.
Yeah, we got people like that today.
We're living in scary times right now. Even what's going on in Cuba.
Yeah. You know, I mean, people are just tired of it, bro.
People are disappearing. People are getting killed.
Yeah.
No one talks about it. Cuba shut down the whole internet over there so no one can access the internet to spread what's going on inside of Cuba to us.
Oh, eventually, you know, well, I don't know. I'm not
I
going to
would
speculate.
not be surprised if we go to war.
Well,
There's always rumors.
yeah, of course. That's what social media is for.
Yeah.
So
it is what it is.
okay, give me some of your favorite podcasters that you like to listen to.
Oh, well, yours, of course. You know, you got Ranting
you.
with Romo's podcast, Social Primate, Profile Pod TV. Of course, Joe Rogan, Fighter and the Kid, Aaron Bender's podcast, Yo with Martin and Hooter. There's a lot of good podcasts out there. I used to listen to 400 or 500 and Freaky Tales, of course. I love that one because it's hard to find a good, scary podcast. Some of it looks scripted. It's like not scary,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you have your guest to come on here or me, whatever, it's real. The last episode that he did, oh my gosh, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will see things different ever
Yeah.
since that last episode. I mean, like, I don't want to be in her bad side,
Right.
But it was a good episode, and that's what I like. I like hearing podcasts a lot because a lot of people don't know this. Podcasts saved my life.
Really?
When I was going through some hard times, I listened to podcasts. Podcasts opened my mind on a lot of things, how I see the world, how I see in society or people, and it helped me open up more. It helped me blossom. It helped me with my anxiety, my depression. It helped me with my stuttering. I
Right.
didn't start listening to it because I don't want to hear what's going on with social media and stuff.
Right.
And with conspiracy stuff, well, the truth is, I listened to this person called Tin Pool. He does a lot of conspiracy stuff because he can't put his channel on YouTube because it will be shut down immediately because he speaks to a lot of that stuff.
Do you like Alex Jones?
That guy's too much. That guy needs to chill out.
Okay, now that's what I want to ask you. Other than why are you sweating so much? I don't get it, but
It's hot in here.
no, stop.
It's hot.
Okay. Let me say something. When do you guys ever see me sweat?
It's hot, man.
Next time you guys look at my guests, they sweat, I don't sweat. Something's up there. Okay, you know what it probably is? Están nerviosos. These guys are nervous. That's what it is.
No, I'm not nervous.
That's what it is. How come I'm not sweating?
I'm not sweating.
Anyways, you know what it is? That beer.
I did. I'll confess. I had 3 craft beers, 2 hazies, and an IPA, and that thing is just coming out my fucking pores. It's good beers, you can't go wrong. Like,
You talk about them like if they're candy.
oh my God, tell me about it. There's times where I get paid. I'm like, should I go pick up a case of all these varieties of beers and just take it
Craft
home?
beers. Is that what they're called?
Craft beers,
Craft
yeah.
beer. Everybody who drinks craft beers on the live chat, just throw up a beer emoji.
Throw up a
beer.
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 Oh man, this like to me, I'm gonna be honest. I like craft beer more than fucking pussy. Straight up.
Okay, can you say that again for the people in the back?
I know my ladies gonna come in. I like your pussy too. I like craft beers more than fucking pussy. Because you know why? Because craft beers don't talk back to you, and they listen, and they're always gonna be there for you, and they're gonna give you say, Megaman, we're always gonna be there. Fuck her, you don't need her.
Well, alrighty then. So okay, let's talk a little bit about craft beers. Okay, like how for people that may not drink, how is craft beer different from like a regular Modelo? What is it?
Well, Modelo has all that corn syrup and all those stuff that gets you all bloated because, you know, they put all that stuff in there to make the beers last more longer. And if you get a craft beer, they don't have none of that stuff. It's fresh hops and everything. But the thing is, you know, when you have Modelo's, Budweiser's, those can last a very long time. But craft beers, they can last maybe up to the most 9-10 months. It really depends. Stout beers can last years, you know, if it's hot or cold. But I mean, my first craft beer I ever had was Arrogant Bastard from Stones. And it was a birthday bottle about this fucking big. And it cost $100. And it took me 2 days to drink it because I couldn't finish it. But my friend had a cap.
Did it get you tore up?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I was like all fucked up. And I still kept on drinking it. But it was a big motherfucker. Then that was and Stone beers. And after that, you know, I started, you know, drinking Heinekens or Newcastles. Remember Fat Tires back in the day?
Right.
And, you know, PBRs. But I had this craft beer. It was from Hawaii called Primo. It was made out of sugarcane beer.
Really?
It's fucking bomb. I can't find it anywhere. But ever then, I just started going to all these breweries and stuff, you know, to Liberation, 10 Miles, Monkish. I went to San Pedro's brewery, you know, Russian Rivers. I mean, there's so many good breweries out there.
Now, you know a lot of people in the craft beer industry, correct?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, because I know I wanted to go with you to one because I've never gone to a brewery.
I'm banned there.
You're banned there?
Can't go there.
Okay, you're banned from who?
Banned from some of these breweries.
Why?
Well, at the time, in the beginning, I was supporting a lot of breweries, you know. I knew a lot of people, and when the beginning of my podcast, I wanted to do 50 episodes for 50 craft beer people to come on to understand the craft beer scene and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But once I still carried it on, I started making friends and everything. But the thing I kind of learned when you start, you know, getting too close, it gets too fakey. It's too many alliances, too many cliques.
Right.
You know, and you know, people are going to have their he said, she said stuff and everything. And I know too much. And I didn't know if I would have a guest on from a club or this. These certain people would like, why you have that motherfucker on? Why you have that fucking bitch on? You know, and stuff like that. So it got very territorial. Then when you have a big name, a big platform, you know, eyes are going to be looking at you. Cameras and pictures are going to be, you know, seeing every move that you fucking make.
And I know a little bit about that because, you know, because of here, you know.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that some people were trying to dictate who you can have on your show and who you can't?
Yes.
See, and I don't understand that if...
Who I support too.
Yeah, okay, but here's my thing, okay. I've had people that were trying to dictate who can come on my show and who, like, you know, these are guys that I considered at one point friends. And then after a while, they were like, oh, you know, I don't like that guy.
I get that too.
You know, and here's my thing that like, I'm kind of letting the cat out of the bag a little bit, but I think the fans should know. If you're a subscriber and you support Roadium Radio, you support me, or let's just say you don't even like me, but you like watching the show. You should know this, that things happened behind the scenes where people are like, hey, if you're my friend, don't have that guy on.
Yeah.
You know, why? I had beef with that guy. Okay, but that's your beef. Another time would be like, hey, don't have that guy on. Why? I don't think he deserves the shine.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck him, dude.
Look, here's my thing. If you cannot say it to an individual's face, keep the shit to yourself.
I know.
You know, keep it to yourself.
It's
Nobody cares.
It's the wham-whams. You know, there's people out there that craft
These are
beer.
the wham-whams.
The whams, you know, like the people out there craft beers. Not all, just some. You know, you guys are all fucking cancer. You guys talk a lot of shit, and when you guys get drunk, you don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, and you say stories and stuff like that, and you guys are racist the next day, and you talk shit about Megaman because I wanted to part ways. And the reason why all this shit went down, I post a video up. It says, I'm leaving the craft beer scene. I don't care about your beer politics. I don't care about your high school drama and all that stuff because it was enough's enough. I want to go to a brewery, have a good time, know what the beer's all about. Whatever situation that's going on in the brewery scenes and behind the scenes, I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
Because there was a thing called, page called Rat Magnet. So the situation was, it turned the craft beer breweries all upside down. It took notice because the women's were having their stories told because there was allegations of rape. There was allegation of sexual harassment. If you don't suck my dick, if you don't fuck me, you're not going to get a raise.
That was all in the craft beer community?
Yeah, from a page, the women's stories are being taken out. So people were hiding. People were, oh my God, people had stepped down. When women who were speaking up to these major craft beer people or owners or head brewers and all that, either they were getting fired, they were getting canceled, they got, or they stepped down as being a CEO, or they blackballed them, say, hey, boycott this brewery because, they're not being supportive to women and all that. And that's where they threw me in there saying, hey, you're part of the problem too. It's
Holy shit.
Yeah, part of the problem. What am I doing? I don't work at a fucking brewery. I'm a podcaster. Oh, because at the time when I was single, I was a little fucking player. I was a little sucio. I ain't gonna fucking lie.
Playa.
But it is what it is. But they just want to use me as an scapegoat. Say, hey, let's make an example out of Megaman. And there were some people that we know, like they were into it, but I lost close to 1,200 fucking people. But the thing is, they tried to bring all their major people to come fuck with me and do stories about me, but I fucking won. You think in a way you're gonna talk shit and get away with it? You gotta go at them. To me, there's one thing about Megaman. I don't stay fucking quiet. I'm gonna talk my motherfucking shit. You don't know who you're fucking with. I mean, if you're gonna be keyboard warriors and make all this stuff and DM me saying put a clown face or you're a fucking asshole, I'm not. Who gives a fuck about that?
Has any of those people ever went up to you? I gotta talk to you, man, like face to face and confronted you about anything?
One person, but he got knocked out.
Just one?
One person, but he would confront me, but he got knocked out.
Just one?
Just one.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's it. But it's mostly people from the New York scene and this, whatever, fuck Megaman. But I'm not worrying about them. They're worrying about me. You know why? Right. They're giving me more listens. They're looking at my stories. I'm getting more clout, and they're knowing me. It's like, hey, you know what? We got to do whatever to stop him. So it wasn't one person. It took like a whole fucking team to take me down. But it only lasted about 3 fucking days. Yeah. And I was on vacation with my lady in Vegas, and I was like, this is it. I won. Yeah. This is all you got.
Social media war.
It's nothing to me. It's childish shit, dude.
Yeah.
Childish. And that's why when they forward and send to all the breweries, do not support this person. Do not have him step foot into a brewery. And so what are you going to do? You're going to make a fucking paper with my face, say, hey, Megaman, you're not to walk in? What are you going to do? You're going to call the cops and fucking...
Craft beer's most wanted?
Oh, I love that shit. Fuck, I wish I had that, man.
No, is that a real beer?
I don't know.
Oh, I just said that.
I mean, yeah, I like to be the craft beer most wanted right now. But, I've been out of the game for like a couple months because I'm just doing my own thing and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Okay, really quick, because the craft beers, I've noticed, for people that may not know, and I'm barely learning, they don't come in 6-pack, they come in 4-pack, correct?
You can get them in single as well. They come in 12 packs, like if you want the Budweisers and all the 24 packs, 36.
Right.
But for a 4-pack alone, the most I ever spent was about $65.
For 4 beers?
For 4 beers. Some slushy beers,
all that.
Stouts. There was one time I bought a stout beer, cost $100.
Okay, what is a slushy beer for people that are probably, like, okay, I want to try. What's a slushy beer?
Do you want to be honest? It's a sissy beer. I wouldn't be drinking that stuff. It's like you get a beer. It's like a slushy. You put it in the freezer for for 30, 40 minutes. You take it out. You pour it. It's like a slushy beer. You can just drink. It's like an icy and stuff.
Oh, it's like an icy.
Kind of like that.
But a beer.
I don't like it. I don't like that stuff. I'm more of a hazy West Coast, red ales, pilsners, German, Kolsch. I just.
You know what I do like? Whenever I go to Rock and Brew over there by
Torrance.
Redondo.
Oh yeah.
God, what's it called?
Hefeweizen.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very picky with those.
Polliner.
Okay.
I like the Polliner, and then there's one with the monk on it. I forgot. I can't pronounce it.
I know. I think
Franken something.
I know you talk about. That's a good beer.
Right.
I'm very picky with Hefeweizen beers and stuff. It really depends.
They get you tore up, bro.
Well, I'm telling you, dude. That's why I give them to my lady. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, they get
There's good beers.
Up. Yeah.
I mean, Hazy's West Coast. I mean, they're all coming up, but there's so many, like where we're at right now in the Harbor area, there's so many good breweries.
Really?
No one really fucks. No one really talks about Brewery West. No one really talks about. I mean, Monkish, they're overrated.
Really?
You know, I think to me, there's better breweries in Long Beach better than Monkish. And I know I'll get shit for this too on YouTube.
But that's just your opinion, right?
In my opinion.
That's
and,
it.
And that's where people might hate on me because they do not want to hear the truth. They want to hear a fake truth lie. You know, like, oh, hey, your beer is awesome, but when he's not there, like, boo, that's a trashy ass fucking beer.
Hey, you know what? You know one thing I like about the craft beers? Like, many of them have, like, original, like, art on them. Like, the way they're decorated.
I stay away from those because you can get a nice beer with a can art, like, all nice and fancy, and then you spend money, then you get a shitty beer. So, there's even beers I had to pour down the sink.
So is it safe to say that maybe they're just selling it because of how pretty it looks?
It depends. To me, it's like I'd rather go to, instead of buying a can, I'd rather go to the brewery and taste it on draft before I buy it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what I always do.
That's good. I didn't know that you can do that.
You can do that too. Like if they have it on tap, like, hey, I got this beer. It's like, hey, let me try it on draft first and see.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. There was times I spent close to $300 and half of that beers were trash.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and hold that note right there. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. And when we come back, I know you got a DP story I want you to share.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Megaman's on the motherfucking building. And we'll be back 10 minutes. Don't fuck around. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. And welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 177. And Alex forgot to turn off the air conditioning. So right now he's going to turn it off. So sorry for all that extra hiss. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest once again, Megaman.
Bang, bang.
So now, you know what? I saw you on another podcast where you shared this wild-ass story. You could have reshared that again?
Which episode? I mean, which podcast?
I think it was Something Dope podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And you said, I just bring this up because I'm going to be real with you. When you shared that story, I said, that can't be true.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you something. I've been through a lot of crazy. This is when I was single, man. I'm telling you, for your kids, earmuffs, okay? So when I was single, I used to experiment on a lot of sexual things. You know, I was even to the point how the term bull means.
What the fuck?
A bull.
What's a bull?
Like if a cuckold, of a guy.
What's a cuckold?
Guy who likes let's see his wife get fucked by other dudes. You know?
Is that for reals?
Yeah. You know, they do all that stuff like a slave and all that. But to me, at the time, I
think I know a lot of cucks.
Oh yeah, they're over there in Whittier, and Yorba Linda, and the husbands was like, hey man, like, I think you're a good fit for my wife. It's like, we talking about, like, dude, I'm gonna be out of town. You know, I need someone to take care of my wife. Can you fuck my wife for like months and I'll pay you? This is like years ago.
Okay, but no. Okay, this is not from a movie or from a book. This is for reals.
For reals. There's people out there like that. You know, there's people who have open relationships. You know, those poly relationships.
What's poly?
Like,
you're educating me, bro. I don't know none of this
poly
stuff.
relationships are like a woman who is kind of like dating two people at the same time, you know, and stuff.
And do those two guys know?
Yeah, they're cool with it, you know. It's like sometimes it's like, hey,
Damn.
I'm gonna be out of town, you know, like that. Like, hey, come fuck my wife, or hey, I'm gonna be over here. Hey, you fuck the lady and all that stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff, man. Threesomes, gangbangs, like all that crazy shit, dude. I've been through all that stuff. You know, I'm not just bragging about it. I don't care about all that stuff. It's just experimenting. You know, when you're in college and stuff, or you go to these house parties and open a door and you see it's like a big ass orgy. It's like, I seen those.
Okay. I'm going to share something with you. I don't think I've ever shared this before. I was in Berkeley, 1992, the college. It was me, Quick, Second to None, High C, AMG, and we're all performing at Berkeley College. Great show. But it got real hot in there, you know. So I went out because all they had was beer. Wanted a soda. Somebody said that there was a vending machine, like couple of maybe like I don't want to say a block down, but this is inside the actual school. Like keep going, you'll find it. All right, cool. I literally walked like a long ways inside.
Yeah.
I found it, and then I put my money in, and I'm over here banging the hell out of that shit because it wouldn't come out. So I heard somebody walking, and as I look over the vending machine, it's this white guy, a butt naked ass fucking white dude, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, you want to come join us?" And he scared the fuck out of me. I was like, come join you for what? He goes, we're all in the jacuzzi. And then some dude starts coming back, another butt naked dude. Jeff, come on, Jeff. And he goes, hold on. I grabbed my damn soda, then it finally came out. And it scared the fuck out of me, bro.
I was like, Jeff, like two dudes? But either it's like a bisexual orgy or a gangbang or something. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I've seen stories of like people who draw sticks. Who's going to take the first dibs? You don't want to be the last guy getting the last dibs. Yeah, on the gangbang.
Oh shit! Okay,
fuck all that shit.
Okay, yeah. That's about the only freaky thing that I've ever seen. But it scared me, dude. You know, like
wild out there, man.
Yeah, out at Berkeley, bro. And here's what tripped me out. There was a billboard of two guys holding each other, like spooning but standing up, and then it said, "Protect your lover, wear a rubber." And I was like, this can't be true. Like. This was back in 1992, bro.
Man, rubber, yeah, because with the HIV and everything, yeah, you're scared, you know, and all that.
Well, weren't you scared with all this?
Fuck yeah. You know, rubber is even like, there is times my friends like, put a rubber on. It's like, oh man, why? I can't get my dick up. Like, that's your loss. You know, people get scared, you know, like I don't put the rubber, I kind of get my dick up or this, whatever. It's like I want that sensation and all that stuff.
Okay, so quickly, your DP story. You said you had one.
Oh yeah, DP story, yeah. Yeah, like
You said you came home and you caught somebody?
I caught, oh, dang, you put me on the spot right
Okay,
there.
then don't.
Oh, no, I'll say it. I'll say this person who I was with, you know, who I was in a relationship with years ago. I was working and I came home and I caught her. You know, she was cheating on me with 2 dudes, and that's right there getting DP'd. You know, and the thing is like, you know, I was with some friends and you know, we beat the crap out of them. You know, like it was like, what would you do that for? Because I didn't make her happy. I was never home. This is why I was working overnights. So I think in a way she was looking for a companion, love, like, hey, be there for me. But I was working overnights because, you know, I was making more money doing that stuff.
So she chose 2 guys.
When she just got horny and stuff like that, I was like, okay, fuck it. And that's when everything was like, well, fuck, if you're gonna do that to me, I'll do that to you. And it just went downhill and we split up, and I've been single for a while and stuff like that, you know, and
right.
I go off and on and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to trust women, you know. I mean, women can say, oh, it's hard for me to trust a guy. Well, to me, it's hard for me to trust a woman, you know.
Right.
And that's why there's always going to be that jealousy, that envy, or I'm going to check your phone, I'm going to do this.
Trust issues.
Or like trust issues, even on my podcast, on social media, you know.
Right.
I can't do nothing about it if I get DMs from fucking a whole bunch of ladies. I even get gay dudes who fucking DM me, spraying their fucking ass cheeks and shit. Hey, my butthole's tight and shit. What's up? You gonna tap this? Fuck no. Can't do that fucking shit. Homie, don't play that shit. I'm straight, man. Okay, I know I live in Long Beach. I don't go that route, man. It's come on, man. Really?
Megaman, you man.
That's how it is. You know, you go on my DMs, be like, who the fuck's this bitch? Who the fuck's this? It's like, I just get hit up. You know, it's just,
right.
But that's how it is.
Do you think it's maybe because you're sexy?
I ain't that sexy. If I was sexy, man, I would have had this fucking gut. You know, it's all good. It's like, hey, I just love myself. I just be humble. I don't want to be, because, you know, some girls be like, oh, he's too cocky and this, whatever. But I see women out there promoting themselves, doing their OnlyFans.
Right.
You know, like, hey, check me out. You know, there's women out there who need their attention.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'm not like that. I don't see myself putting OnlyFans of me.
You know, somebody left a comment on one of the interviews that I did, and some guy put, social media has watered down the quality of women. Do you think that that's true?
Well, I mean, you see a lot. I mean, we're all going to be liking pictures, commenting, and all that stuff. I mean, kind of in a way.
Well, you know, and here's my thing, not just for women, but I'm going to say this for men and women, okay, is this. I think that social media has really blown the heads up of a lot of people.
Their ego.
They're big time, bro.
Hey, follow me. It's like, oh, by the way, hey, I'll give you 30% off if you subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Do you have OnlyFans?
Oh, shit, I'll get fucking killed, man. Fuck that. What am I gonna do? Fuck, I can't do that stuff. I can't.
Right.
That's too much. I'll get in trouble with my lady. My lady will kill me, dude.
Okay, if you didn't have a lady, would you?
What would I put on OnlyFans, dude? Like
Toe pictures? I don't know.
I don't know. There is feet fetish people out there. I had a person said I will lick your feet, but that never happened. I don't know. I really don't know. It just really depends. I don't know.
We're gonna switch gears up a little bit.
I know, it's too graphic.
It's okay. I understand. You know, you needed to let some things out. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as podcasting, what made you do that? Was there somebody or something you saw that you said, "Fuck it, I want to try it"?
I did on accident.
Okay.
So the story was, you know, people always ask me, why did you get the name Megaman's Podcast? Well, when I was living in Wilmington, my cousin Steven Gomez, he passed away. He died of a car accident in Montana. He fell asleep and a diesel truck hit him. He was the first person on the block to have a regular Nintendo. So he had a whole bunch of Nintendo games and everything. So all the kids will come line up and they will play games for 10 minutes each. So I was the last person, and he said, hey, cousin Steven, like, what do you want to play? It's like, surprise me. Well, I rented this game called Megaman. You know, want to try it out? So yeah, started playing the game and everything and stuff. I fell in love with it. I played it every day for the whole night. So when I started coming up with the name, the Megaman's Podcast, that's where I wanted that name to show remembrance to my cousin Steven that passed away. Because if it wasn't for him, introduced me to that game, I don't know where I'd be. So I wanted to have his name remembered. But at the same time, doing the podcast, I saw an episode of Joe Rogan he had on George Perez. Mm-hmm. And Joe Rogan was telling George Perez, dude, I like how you are, you're cool, everything, you should start a podcast. And George Perez is like, you serious, dog? You know how he talks. And he did. I waited for after the episode, I waited about 3 weeks. He made it a podcast called George Perez Stories. And I quickly subscribe, and I barely got my Instagram. And I started subscribing and tagging him in stories, going to comedy shows and everything. And I was a huge comedy fan, Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, George Perez. I mean, at the time, because when I heard the episodes with George Perez, I mean, I'll get shit for this from a lot of the Wilmington people. I did not know who Martin Moreno was.
Oh, Martin Moreno, yeah.
I didn't know who Felipe Esparza was and all that. And his first guest he had was Jason Rouse. He had Izon. He had Jack Jr., Rene Garcia's from the Ha Ha Club and everything.
Right.
So I've been a fan. And he told me, hey, dog, what are you doing on this day? He says, nothing. Why? I said, I want you to be my first fan guest I ever had on the George Perez Stories. And if you don't believe me, it's episode 50. So I quickly did his podcast, and I was nervous. I was high as fuck because we did the episode. It took me 3 hours to get home. I was high as fuck. I'm surprised I didn't get caught by the cops. So after that, 2 weeks after, the one I give credit to was Martin Rizzo. He's a comedian. He goes on tour with Felipe Esparza. Shout outs to Felipe. He has a podcast called What's a Food Podcast. Yeah. So he invited me over. We did a podcast. He showed me how to do it by Anchor. And I remember the next day, it's like, he was telling me, you should do a podcast, do it, In the beginning, I was getting support. And I was like, I didn't know what a podcast, I didn't even put an intro, I didn't put a trailer up or anything. I just did it on accident. And I was just talking about random, stupid shit. I didn't know where my podcast was going to be.
Right.
Tony, I was going to quit at fucking 4 episodes, And it's like, you know what? Let me take 2 weeks off. If I did my homework on YouTube, I started getting notes from a lot of people giving me, hey, do it this way, do it that way. Try to put it together to have a good format of how I want the Megaman podcast to be. So what I did is I wanted to everyone get to know me, not as Megaman, but as Steven Martinez. So I did these episodes called The Megaman's Life, of the journeys I've been through when I was little until now, of the hardships I've been through, where I was mentally abused, emotionally abused, physically abused, even sexually abused. And I want my story to be told so people can understand the journey that I've been through. And a lot of people like those episodes. I'll never forget, and to this day, there was a person who he was listening to the Yo-Yo podcast, and he subscribed to mine, and he heard the episode. And this is really sad, Tony, because when he heard the episode, he was going to commit suicide because his wife died of cancer. The year after, they had a daughter. The daughter got killed by a hit and run person, and they never found that person. So he lost, in one whole year, he lost his wife and his daughter. And he said, Megaman, I was going to commit suicide, but when I heard your episodes of the Megaman's Life, I thought I was alone, but I'm not. And that's where you never know who's going to be hearing your episodes.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, and I started getting more followers and everything, and I have to say thank you, because you were my first major guest I ever had. And I say thank you, and that's where I don't forget the people who made my platform for how it is. I had you as my first guest, Tanya Estrada, MC Pancho, the Hood Footy, Hoodie Moreno, Martin Moreno. People in the beginning did not want to support me. It's like, who is this fucking podcast? Whatever. You're not going to make it. You suck. To me, I use it as motivation. It's like, you know what? I'm going to prove out motherfuckers wrong. And I think in the beginning, until now, I set the bar high for me, because I deal with pressure every day. I want to bring the who's on the Megaman's podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not about my podcast is better than yours or this, whatever.
No, it shouldn't have to be about that.
In certain Latino podcasts, it is.
You're right. You're right about that.
I don't like that, and I don't want to get into that stuff. But to me, I had to part ways from it. But I want to do it for me.
Okay.
I want to leave a legacy for me.
Of course.
Because my legacy in the Martinez and the Amador family, no one came out good. And when I'm not here on earth, I want people to remember me. Hey, you know what? Megaman did something good. I want my kids and my lady and my daughter and my boys to remember me, and the people from the Harbor area, Wilmington, Long Beach, Northern Cal, everywhere all over the world, to know Megaman did something good.
It's good. That's good, man. How long now have you been doing the podcast?
3 years.
3 years. How many episodes do you have up to this date?
Well, right now I'm going to put out episode 204, but I'm actually at 421 altogether.
Meaning, so those other 200 you haven't even put out yet?
Secret guest.
Okay.
And I have some solo ones, which I'll kind of fix it up and stuff. It's long, but I'll touch it up here and there. And there's other episodes I have it I did from other podcasts. So altogether, I'm at, I want to say 801, 802.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm at what? 900,000 views and listens altogether. I did the math yesterday. It took me about 3 days. But I'm trying to get my name out there, and my goal is to reach 1,000 episodes. My goal is, I know I'll get shit for this, and I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I want to be a guest on the Joe Rogan's podcast.
Hey, I want to be a guest on Joe Rogan.
Wait.
And Mike Tyson's.
Oh, that's Hotbox? Oh, that's a good episode. Oh, that's a good podcast.
I like Mike Tyson.
He's the man. I like him. And that's the thing. That's always have a dream. And I know I did a lot of other people's podcasts, but, and like I said, thank you for giving me the opportunity, to be a guest on your show, because I could scratch this off my bucket list.
Dope, man. That's humbling. When I was on the Be Real podcast, the Dr. Green Thumb.
Yes.
And we talked recently because I'm getting D on there, Mr. D on there.
Ooh, okay.
And we talked, but to me, that was like, I really enjoyed myself over there, man. I truly enjoyed myself over there with Be Real, Eric Bobo, and E-Zone, and all those guys.
I had E-Zone on the podcast.
I got a contact high. I don't smoke weed, but that day I got a contact high. So that stuff is real, Mm-hmm. But, okay, so now, where does Megaman go from here? For the rest of the year, what can people expect from you? More interviews? Because I see some, and I'm not sure, so I'm going to ask. I see Megaman podcast, and then I see something about after hours.
Well, the Megaman After Dark is like, because I still want to, if you haven't done podcasts for a while, I still want to get that niche, still keep conversations going. Like, I haven't lost a beat. So the Megaman After Dark's where anything goes.
So it could be all dirty shit?
It could be dirty shit. I can interview people. I could play music, have a good time and stuff, because, now from this lockdown now, a lot of people are looking for hope. A lot of people are looking for entertainment and stuff. And I just want to conversate with the people who follow the Megaman's podcast, play music and all that stuff, have good times. But, sometimes in a way there's going to be haters out there, and they might report it and have my Instagram live blocked for some reason, because they don't want to see people happy. They don't want to see me shine.
Right.
So to me, like the Megaman's podcast, like I took 2 months off, but I had episodes, but I'm going to be going back on the grind because, I want to do some family time, focus on work. Been working a lot of hours because I'm in the process of saving up money to get a new place, get another car, and I want to get a podcast studio and all that stuff, and the merch. I know a lot of people asking me, hey, when is merch coming, like next year and everything?
Right.
Because I'm doing it all by myself.
Of course.
I don't have a team, but
sometimes you have to.
But yeah, but I wish, but I'm looking at the things where I want to better myself and better the interviews,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I've been kind of laying low and kind of like working on who should I bring on, who should I DM, like, hey, you want to be a guest on here? Who knows? But if you have a story, I don't give a care if you have Instagram's numbers big, whatever. If you want to be a guest on the Megaman's podcast, I'm gonna tell you, this is invitation only. If you can DM me, you can go on the Megaman's podcast page. You can email me at stevenmartinez76@yahoo.com. I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring the who's. And now that I'm going to be very home based in Long Beach, I'm going to focus on a lot of people from the Long Beach and the Harbor area, because, like I said, there's people who are from the Harbor area that don't, and they move out and they don't come back because they're embarrassed who they were, embarrassed where they came from. And I don't want to be like that.
Right.
My heart will always be in the Harbor area. When Blinn and Ruby Dock right there, that's where I'm at. And I'm always going to represent Wilmington to the fullest.
Now let me ask you a question, because I know you don't do a lot of rappers. You have done some, but now
I'm picky with them.
Right. What people Like, what type of guests do you have that people that may be interested in wanting to tune in, subscribe, listen?
Everyone.
Like everyone. Give us an example.
If it's craft beers, podcast enthusiasts, musicians, you have small businesses, you have a story needs to be told. Just anyone. I want a good story.
Okay.
That's what I like, because I want any guest that comes on the Megaman's podcast, I want their stories to be told the right way. So the episode and their legacy can live on when they're not here on Earth, and their kids be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I heard my dad," and their kids grow up like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I heard my grandpa's like," and all that. That's what I want to do. I just want to give back.
Right.
There's good people I had on, and I'm gonna do an episode. I'll do a part 3 with Tito the Hood Santa. That guy is doing whatever he can to show love and spread awareness of what he's doing for the community, because the city of Long Beach is not doing it for the people.
Right.
Hood Santa is.
And we need more people like that.
Exactly.
We need more people like
Exactly.
that. And ever since I've known you, Mega Man, you've always been a supporter, not only of me, but of the podcast.
I am.
And I want to say, thank you for that. And the crazy part is that for some fucking reason, you took heat for being my friend.
I'm gonna tell you something, Tony. I lost over close to 3,000 fucking people. And you know what? If I lost them and they say, hey, they were telling me, pick a side. Either you support Tony or you support us. And you say, you know what? I'm always going to be supportive of Tony because he was my first celebrity guest. And I'm always going to be supportive. And he, not only that you're my friend, and not only that you're from the Harbor area, Wilmington, I build that relationship. I'm always going to support you. And you know what? You're going to win. And then you know what? And I remember I had you on my podcast. And I remember when at the time was me and my lady, you were like, hey, stay for a bit. I want to show you my trailer of the Roadium documentary. And I was like, this is badass.
Yeah.
And for some reason, after I left that episode, we left, I told my lady, Cynthia at the time, something about Tony. I don't know why I have a gut feeling. Something big's he's gonna do something big. I'm not just saying it. I'm being straight up honest.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that
blow
was your
smoke
gut
up the
feeling.
rest. And look where you are. And when you did the Roadium podcast, you were supposed to do what, 7 or 8 episodes?
That was
and
it.
You're at 177, and
Yeah.
you're bringing the who's, and I'm proud of you.
You know what? Let me tell you something. First of all, thank you.
Get a little emotional and stuff because
Thank you for your kind words. I don't know if that's sweat or tears. Maybe blood,
sweat,
sweat, and
or
tears.
But I'll just say it because anyone who came on the Megaman's podcast, good people or bad apples, everyone blew up. Yeah. And to me, Tony, best of luck because
Thank you,
you're
man.
the man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And you know what? And all I want to do is just shine light on artists, on people, athletes, comedians, whatever. That's all I want to do. And you know what the crazy part is? That you get so much heat trying to help people. I don't charge for interviews, bro. Like, there's people that have told me, that have sat across from me, and has literally told me, like, off air, fuck those artists. Charge them $250, $500 for an interview. You're giving them free promotion for an hour.
Tony, I get that shit every fucking day. And you know what? You got to have thick skin. In the beginning, I didn't have thick skin. But when you understand social media, you understand the cloud and the fake people and all that stuff. I want to say this. My circle is getting super small. The bigger you are, the more lonely it gets on the top.
Very, very true.
Yeah,
very,
it's
very
hard.
true.
I lost a lot of good people, Tony.
Yeah, you could release a good song and you lose friends.
There's people I support anywhere and they don't like me, even Latino podcasters, because people are gonna jump on other boats. But you know what? You just learn from it. You got experience, and you just keep on trucking. That's
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Now, I saw you bring some Modelos today. You didn't bring no craft beer. Why? I was hoping you would bring me some
I gave some to your son.
Yeah, but that's him. You didn't give a shit to me.
Okay, so what I'll do is, since you were in the next city over, I'll hook you up. I got a lot of good beers.
Should I believe him?
Trust me, I'll give you. Hey, when I gave your son a whole bunch of fucking beers, he's like, "Damn, Megaman came through, man."
Yeah, he kept that shit like it was a museum in the refrigerator.
I was getting those for
don't
free.
touch them. Don't touch them.
I don't have sponsors, so anyone who's a sponsor Megaman on beers, let me know. I was getting free beers. I was giving them away.
No shit.
I was giving a lot of free beers, and there's people that move the needle. And the craft beer people, you know who you fucking are. Megaman moves the needle. When I promote beers, people go buy them. Hey, how'd you get this beer? How'd you know? Megaman. You got to promote. There's people out there, podcasters, social media, anyone. They don't promote hard like I do. I go hard.
I know you do.
Martin says the hardest working man in the podcast game. If you want to stay relevant, you got to get your fucking name out there. And people get tired of it. Megaman, I'm going to follow you. Why? You're promoting too fucking much. Too fucking bad. When? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to promote and get my name out there. You
Right.
got to do what you got to do. I
Right.
promote 4 or 5 times a day. Means this. You know why? Because I want to keep people on their toes. And the means, I want to make people happy. People are having hard times in this. Like, you know what, Megaman? Thank you for what? You just put a funny means and you just made my fucking day go
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's good, man. That's good. Like you still don't hang. You don't hang around. You don't be. So you don't be like hanging around with those at those craft beer events anymore, or
I stay local.
stay local.
I
Okay.
say local, or I just go to, because I know people who work in the craft beer stores, and I get beers. So I'd rather just take the beers home and stuff. I'm more of a homebody now. You know, that's me and my lady. We're into craft beers, but when we found out that, you know, they banned me from certain breweries and I can't go because, you know,
I mean, what do they have your picture like right when you walk in?
I wish they had a picture like that movie Old School. It's like, you know, like that guy. But, you know, that's how they are. You know, everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon. If a person's hating, it's a mob mentality. We're going to go after him. But it only lasted about 5 days. But they're still on my Instagram page hating.
I'm gonna ask you one last question. Is it true? No, two things. Is it true that you get more fucked up drinking beer in the sun?
Oh, yeah. I was that man. I'll tell you, I went to Vegas. I wanted to get fucked up, but when I seen people passing out on the floor, I haven't seen people in wheelchairs. I was like, I don't want to be like that motherfucker.
Right. Okay. Now, what about? Is it true you can get more fucked up drinking a beer with a straw?
Why? Those are for pussies. I don't drink tough. My son drinks in a straw, but I don't drink a beer like that.
But I heard that you get more tore up.
I just drink, man. To me, I drink like 9%, 12%, 10%. Those are me. I don't fuck with those 4 or 5%.
Okay, give me a couple of good beers that you could buy at a liquor store.
We got Amarok's Brewery, you got Long Beach Beer Lab, we got breweries over here, Trademarks coming
No.
up.
At a regular liquor store. At a regular, you go, like, what would you buy? Say you don't buy a craft beer. What does Mega Man drink outside of craft beer? Modelo's?
Oh, shit. Yeah, Modelo's. You know?
Is that pretty much it?
Pretty much it. Modelo's or Heineken's.
Okay.
Heineken's or, yeah, Heineken's. I like Heineken's are pretty good. You know,
Okay.
it's hard. It's like, I just try to not drink those regular beers, but, you know, Modelo's, I mean, I'll drink them. I love them. I mean, shout out to Foods Go Wild.
You know what I like? I like Modelo, of course, but I also like Pacificos as well, too.
Those are good.
I
Those
like
are good.
those. But I could only drink those kind of beers with fucking shots.
Sierra Nevadas. It's kind of more like a regular beer, but kind of like craft beer, so it's like in the middle.
Uh-huh.
I just like those and stuff.
When is the last time you've had a nasty ass hangover where you wish you were fucking dead?
Oh shit! Fucking, I was almost 2 weeks ago. Freaking got drunk and shit and barely fucking drive. I think I had 3 shots of Wild Turkey. I
Damn.
had 3 cans of Paps. I had 4 tall cans of craft beers. A shot of I don't know, 2 tequila shots. I mean, whatever. I mean, I was bellowed, man.
But your tolerance is high though, right?
Yeah, because we drink a lot of those strong beers and stuff. You're tolerant. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be high.
Right.
But to me, I'm not there just to get fucked up or passed out, because you get a massive headache. And since I do overnights, I can't get too fucked up. I only get fucked up on my days off.
Do you smoke weed too when you drink or no?
Dude, you get crossfaded, man.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't smoke weed, so I'm asking.
Weed gets me horny, dude. Don't be around me. My
Weed
lady.
gets you horny?
Fuck yeah.
So there's such thing as horny weed.
Fuck yeah, man. You don't need no fucking Viagra's.
Blue Chew. What about Blue Chew? Have you ever had Blue Chew?
One time.
First you chew it and then you do it.
Yeah, one time. I just want to try it out, but
And did it work?
oh fuck yeah, huh, babe? You need some? See, she knows. It's all good,
Okay, Mega Man, we come to the end of your episode, but this will not be your last time.
No, fuck no, dude. I'll bring a whole bunch of beers for you to try.
Okay. And then you could talk about cucks or whatever you want.
I'm Mega Man's retired Susio.
Okay, he's a retired Susio, but you could tell stories.
I got a lot of stories.
Yeah, because those are interesting.
Interesting stories. I went to a swingers club in Yorba Linda called Fox Fire, the Fox Club, but they closed it down. But Those were
Okay, what's a swinger? If for those that may not know, for those people in the back.
swingers are an open relationship. You go to those clubs and you see people just fucking like, hey, pick that guy. I want him to come fuck my wife, or this guy's gonna go fuck this other guy's wife and this, whatever. That was when I was 23.
And you went there just to look, right?
Just curious. I was like, oh fuck, dude. But there was a lot of fat people there, dude.
For real?
A lot of fat girls.
It
Dude.
probably smelled like.
Smell like bacon, bologna, and Budweiser put together. Smell is like, nah. How you gonna lift that? How you gonna lift that gut up with that coochie?
Smell
Dude?
like pea and bacon.
Oh my god! I'm
Okay.
telling you.
Shout outs, Megaman. Shout outs.
I want to give a shout outs to my lady Cynthia, Gavin, Alex, my daughter Luna. I'm gonna see you soon. The Hood Santa, Alex doing the mics, doing all that behind the scenes. Tony A. Thank you so much for inviting me on, and I hope this is not the last. The Hood Santa, MC Poncho, you know, Johnny D, Sophia from Not Your Granny's Cookies, Social Primate, Aaron Bender, Ranting with Ramos podcast, Ganalismo Clothing, Edgar from the Central Valley, and to all the Widmas people, Martin Moreno, Huda Moreno, and the Harbor area, and everyone else who supports the Mega Man's podcast since the beginning. I fucking love you guys, and don't sleep on the Mega Man, because by 2022, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on.
Hey, you know what? You know who just walked in? Isabella Sola.
Oh shit!
She's in the building.
I want her on my podcast soon.
Okay. We'll make it happen. But you got to bring us some craft beers.
Oh, I'll bring it and all that. And you can follow me at the Mega Man's podcast page.
Yes. Well, your podcast is up and it'll be on the description because it's up and it's up and it's up and it's stuck. So we'll be back, everybody. 10 minutes. Don't fuck around. Isabella Sola is in the building. Another interview and more cut stories from Mega Man in the future.
Woo woo!
You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
getting dumb at the Roadium with the funky drum, and you know my man Steve can get some. With a fool like Tony A when he plays stupid dope shit by WA. You wanna spray? Dumb motherfuckers, no doubt. And sucker DJ.
Get the fuck out!
Tony A.
What did you say your name was?
Tony A.
I have won 1 million battles. Lights, cameras, action, sound. Give me that mic, I'm about to go down.
Thinking of a master plan.
This story's funny. I met this girl and she had money.
And welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, episode 177. And I am Tony A, the Wizard, here with the podcast that slaps your culture fat ass with a fat ass dick. So other than that, DOCUMIXERY.com for those of you that want to buy merch. Some of you have asked me about tank tops. Yes, we have them. Caps. Yes, we have them. Digital downloads. Yes, are still available. I'm just waiting on my boy to get back from Peru. He's the one that transfers all my tapes, converts them to digital, uploads them, and we sell them. He went to Peru right before COVID hit, and he's been stuck over there. That's why we haven't been able to upload it. And I have so much on my plate that it's impossible for me just to concentrate on those mixtapes, because a lot of people have been asking me when they're going to come with some more. Eventually, because I have at least about 80 mixtapes to release. So other than that, let me see. No Freaky Tales this Friday. The next Friday, we do it every other Friday. And somebody asked me, is the DOCUMIXERY still available? Yes, the 1 hour film festival version is available for free on the YouTube page. And the 3 hour one is still available for a limited streaming at DOCUMIXERY.com. But enough of that. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest of the night and returning guest, Isabella Sol. How you doing?
Hi.
You good?
Yes, I'm so glad to be back.
Yes, you know what? I know you were telling me that you had a great time last time.
Yeah, I did. So I was really excited to come back. I'm a big fan of yours and your work and everything you do. So,
Thank you. You know, Manny reached out to me, Manny being your manager.
Yes.
Reached out to me and told me that you got some new music out.
Yes.
And I said, no problem, let's promote it. I know you got merch as well.
Yes.
We'll eventually get into all of that. Mm-hmm. But for people that are probably tuning in and listening to you right now for the very first time, let's kind of give a quick recap of, you know, the last interview. Where originally are you from?
I stay at South LA. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Is that pretty much where you were, you know?
Yeah. So I was born in Tennessee, but I was raised in LA.
Tennessee, really?
Yeah.
Wow. How old? I don't think you said that.
I didn't. It's so funny because some of my merch is LA Mommy. They're going to be like, how's LA Mommy from Tennessee? But I came here at like 11 days of me being a baby. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's dope. And now, have you ever gone back?
No, I have not.
Do you ever care to go back?
I do want to go back. I do want to go back because every time I mention it, people are like, that's so cool. I've heard it's like the music state and I don't know what. It's funny because I've been nearby. I've been to like Florida, Georgia, like everywhere nearby. And I'm like, I should just drive there really quickly and see what's good over there.
That's cool. That's cool. So now, I know you've been busy in music. I'm not going to get into the new album just yet, but I know you've been busy. I know this whole shutdown COVID thing forced people to stay indoors, but at the same time, when you're a musician, when you're an artist, when you're a manager, when you're a podcaster, you stay hustling.
Yeah, you got to find a way, one way or another.
Exactly. Now, really quick, you were here last time at episode 139. That was actually 38 episodes ago.
So cool.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't, some people say, somebody hit me up, oh, she was just on. First of all, so what?
Yeah.
Okay. Second, that was 38 episodes ago. When you got new music, you know what? I just booked somebody else that was here, I wouldn't say maybe about 4 months ago, but she's got a new album coming out. And I always invite people to come back to promote their new album. You know, put it this way. If we don't help ourselves, who is?
Yeah. And that's why I appreciate you a lot, you know, because I'm at that stage of my life where I'm just super grateful for the people that give me opportunities.
Absolutely. You know, and growing up, I've had people, well, when I say growing up, when I started in my music career, I had people that really looked out for me, you know, really had love for me. So my thing is that I continue to show that love to everyone. And all I ask in return is that when you have an opportunity to help somebody, you know, help them, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know. But now I almost feel like I have to use wisdom on who I help, because there are some people that just want to come and take. You know, I had one guy that got drunk on me in the street, told me, when I blow the fuck up, I'm closing the door behind me. I ain't letting nobody in. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm helping promote this guy? He told me the truth, so I was like, I'm cool with that.
You were like, say less.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So now, I know we just were recently told again to start wearing the mask again.
Oh, yeah.
I know, it sucks. Especially because when I got the chance to take off the mask at the gym, it was good. But now you got to put it back on. With that being said, do you have a hard time wearing that shit? Like,
I do. I honestly do. When I did the whole thing, I got vaccinated, you know, and we still have to wear the mask. It's so funny. I just came back from Guatemala, and I told myself I am not traveling international again until this cools down, because it was the biggest pain in the ass.
Really?
The biggest pain in the ass. So going, it was fine. All I had to show was my vaccination card. Coming back, oh my gosh, I had to stay in line for a COVID vaccine at the airport for like damn near an hour, wait for results and all that.
Like another shot?
No, sorry, COVID test, yeah.
Is that the nose one?
Yes, and it was actually painful. Like I did it myself multiple times throughout, and I never caught it. Thank God,
right.
Never caught it. Knock on wood. But I was at the Guatemala airport, and I had to wait in line to get tested, and you know they did the whole nasal, you know, test, and I damn near missed my flight.
Really?
Over that big ass line. And on top of that, it was a layover. So we were at El Salvador, and I was like looking for my test that I did back in Guatemala, because they're like, you're not hopping on this plane unless you have the test. And that's when I, you know, thought to myself, what's the point of having the vaccine then? You know, because I was able to go to Guatemala with the vaccine, but I was struggling to come back out. Yeah, so it was rough. It was a hard day coming back. So
now out there, were you required to wear the mask, or was it off?
Some people are wearing it, some people are not. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I guess it's if you want to wear it over there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where your parents are from, Guatemala?
Yes.
Guatemala. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were born in Tennessee. You said you were raised here.
Yeah.
Do you have family members other than your mom and dad, like brothers and sisters that were born out there, or?
Where in Guatemala?
Yes.
So, all my family is from there.
Really?
The only people who were born here in LA were my siblings, my two siblings, which is my younger sister and my younger brother. Other than that, my stepfather, my mom, my grandparents, all my aunts, uncles, cousins, they're all over there.
Oh, okay.
My biological father's over there. So every time I go over there, I feel, you know, at home because all my family is there. And then I come here and I'm like, you know, lonely, but I'm like fine with it. I'm cool.
Have you? I like this because every time I recommend a documentary, a movie, people watch it, then they come back, tell me that shit was dope. You seen anything good lately?
Anything good, like a documentary?
Any movie,
sitcom.
It doesn't matter. Do you watch a lot of TV?
I honestly don't. I remember mentioning last time that I'm more of a reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw that Hulu just got My Wife and Kids. That's what I've been on, to be honest.
Okay, and what is that about?
So if you're a fan of the Wayans brothers, like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's their entertainment. But it's one of the Wayans brothers. I forgot his name, but it's second to oldest. He's like the husband, and it's a cool show. It shows like a relationship between like the wife and the kids, but it's honestly, it's one of the I think it's the only show that can genuinely make me laugh out loud. Because you know how you see shows and they have the laughing in the background, but you don't laugh with it?
You don't laugh with it.
You don't. You just sit there, you know? Yeah, exactly. But this show, it actually makes me laugh a lot. I grew up watching it, so if you guys are interested, My Wife and Kids, it's on Hulu, and that's what I've been stuck on lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of documentaries, like me and Megaman were talking about that. There's one called How to Be a Tyrant, and it talks about Muammar Gaddafi, it talks about A.DA, all of these dictators, you know, and it shows all their characteristics, their traits on. They pretty much just did it all because of ego. You know, you're going to obey me or pretty much die. That's it.
Sounds like Fidel.
Yeah, well, he's mentioned in there.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's mentioned in there.
Where is this documentary available?
Megaman, if I'm correct, Netflix, correct? Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix. I love a good documentary, so I'll definitely look into that.
How to Be a Tyrant, and it's, to be honest with you, to a certain extent, it's really, really sickening. It gives the history of Hitler, but all of these guys, one thing about them, they had the gift of gab. They can literally convince people. You know, they help them believe in themselves.
Yeah.
So that way they can vote for them, and once they get in, you're gonna do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
That's
that's what Hitler had, honestly.
Yeah.
The way he was just able to convince a whole entire crowd is insane to me till this day.
I mean, you look at people like Charles Manson. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
He go kill that family, and like pendejos, they'd go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a guy named Jim Jones that took an entire church, the People's Temple, took them to Guyana, and told them all to drink the Kool-Aid so you could die, and they did it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking, like, man, you really got to have the damn gift of gab to do that.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Now that you mentioned Charles Manson, I just remembered I did see the Ted Bundy movie.
Is it the one with Zac Efron?
No, but I've seen that one.
Okay.
I recently saw the other one.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I actually, because I did see the Zac Efron one.
Now, I thought he actually played a pretty good part.
I did too, but, you know, some people are saying no. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's because, you know, I like Zac Efron and I think he's just extremely good looking. But I feel like the real life Ted Bundy, though, was not. I don't know why they say that he was a charming guy.
I know.
And to me, I just feel like, I don't know, the system kind of failed a lot of people with him.
Yes.
Because he was not that good looking. And how charming could he have been to have killed that many people?
I know.
You know, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what it was? I think he was white.
Yeah.
And people trusted him. Mm-hmm. It's sad to say. You see a black man, and if he has a cast and a cane,
you're not gonna go to him.
You're not gonna go to him.
Yeah.
You see a Chicano, hey miss, help me. No, but hello, ma'am, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you doing,
White
sir?
dude.
And then he just cracks you over the damn head, throws you in this doom buggy, and he takes off. Okay, but now, I hate when I watch documentaries about him and they're like, him and his Hollywood charming good looks.
Yeah, because then I see real, you know, live pictures of him and I'm like, what good looks or what are they talking about? To me, he was not good looking enough to have killed that many, you know, women. Let me just say that because I don't know, to each their own, you know, everyone has a different taste, but he was not good looking enough for me to have, you know, believe that he have killed that many people.
Or at least to even go up to help him.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. I just feel like if a man were to come to ask me for help, I mean, I don't know, only if he had a cast. Because other than that, I would feel sketchy about it. Because I'm like, why is a man asking me for help? You know, I'd be like, why isn't he asking another man?
Right. No.
Why is he asking a woman or a girl? Right. You know, like to me that already would have made me think twice. Like, why is he asking me? Is there no one else around?
Like here's another guy that Hollywood, whenever they do documentaries, oh, he was so good looking. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Oh my gosh, no, he's gross. I actually saw the documentary on that, on him on Netflix, and it was so. To me, he was gross.
When groupies were outside the court, he's just so good looking. Yeah. I'm like, the hell are you looking at?
Psychos. I can't.
And he got married in there.
Really?
He got married in there. Yeah.
See, that I didn't know. I heard of Ted Bundy getting married.
Yeah.
But the Night Stalker was gross. His teeth were gross. He was gross. Just everything was ugly. I can't, no.
What about Jeffrey Dahmer? Do you know anything about him?
Oh, He was like the kind of like the antisocial kind of, well, the weirdo, right? The one that would like do weird stuff.
He ate the people. He would kill men.
Oh yeah. And then he started with animals, right?
Yeah, with animals, but they found like all the body parts except the privates.
Oh,
so he
gross.
was having, huevos con chorizo in the morning.
Man, I'm so glad I don't eat meat. Not chorizo. I don't eat chorizo. Well, pork, red meat, but that kind of meat. I do not eat that. Nope. Mm-mm. Fun fact, I do not.
Now, is there a reason why you don't eat meat?
Well, I follow a pescatarian diet.
Pescatarian would be fish.
Yes. So seafood, plant-based,
Okay.
it was just a lifestyle choice, to be honest. Like a lot of people ask me, and it's extremely hard every time I go to Guatemala because, the first thing they want to do is kill a chicken for you.
Yeah.
Like, let me kill a chicken and make you a caldo. Or, let me kill you a cow. Or, let me kill you a pig real quick and make some tamales for you. And I'm just like, no thanks. No, thank you. But, my mom happily, takes the offer and then they just wring it by the neck and then hang the chicken and it's just, the blood is just coming down. That's all I got to see.
My mom did that one time. I was a kid. And she said, hold the body. So, like, this was a chicken that I was raised with. And I'm like, okay, now I'm a kid, I'm probably about 8 years old. So I'm holding the body. So she grabs the head and I'm like, what are you going to do? And then and blood started squirting at me.
Oh,
I let that motherfucker.
You're like, I'm not.
Yeah. And she was like, I got her low. And I was like, no. And then she made mole with that. That's why I don't eat mole.
Because of that, that's hilarious.
It traumatized me.
Yeah,
I'm like, hell no. Hell no. She's over here plucking it and like cutting it open and throwing everything.
It's so normal to them too.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Now, when it comes to good eating habits, I would say at one point, I was eating maybe about 90% healthy. Okay. Like I didn't eat like, it's funny because I say stay away from everything that's white. No white noodles, wheat noodles or vegetable noodles. No white bread. If I wanted to eat bread, it'd be wheat bread. Mm-hmm. What else? No white rice, just some brown rice. I can actually be either vegetarian or pescatarian, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I can do that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't really like eating steak anymore at all.
That's good.
Especially finding out that it takes the body a long time for it to digest. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll be honest, I grew up eating burritos de chile verde, of course, pork meat. Like, it's like all like, especially me being raised Mexican, all the Mexican food is great, but it'll kill you.
Yeah.
It'll kill you.
It will. It honestly will. It'll raise your cholesterol and, or you'll turn out to be diabetic because of the flans and the gelatinas and all that. I'm not Mexican, but my babysitter was.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why I love spicy. Like she used to make the salsas on the molcajete, and they were just so good. They were really spicy, but at 5 years old, I was eating that salsa.
Right.
And because a lot of Chapinas, Guatemalans, we're not into spicy.
Really?
We are not. Well, they're not. I am.
Okay.
But our hot sauce is just flavor. Like it's not spicy at all.
Okay. So it's more para el sabor, not necessarily para picar.
Yeah. Yeah. So for my salsas, Mexicans make the best salsas, and the spicy ones, so good. I can't.
Do you like mariscos?
I love mariscos. I love aguachiles, ceviches, cocktail. Give me all that. All that.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. With a
love
michelada?
it.
With a michelada?
No puede faltar. No puede faltar la michelada. Like, you can't. I remember I was when I was in Guatemala, and my biological father, he's very strict or whatever. And he took me out to eat. He knows I love mariscos. And he was like, oh, what are you going to want to drink? And I was like, I want a beer. And he was like, you're going to drink in front of your father? I'm like, me vas a tener que perdonar. Like, I can't eat mariscos without my beer. Like, it's just... it's hand a good combo. Yeah, they go hand in hand and they complement each other. So I have to have my beer or my michelada with my mariscos. So, for sure. What
about sushi? Are you a sushi fan?
I love sushi.
Yeah. I'm going to go eat some tomorrow. Oh, no,
really?
I can't. No, I can't. I got a podcast tomorrow. Damn it.
Oh,
I totally forgot. Because this week I'm doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll probably just go Friday then.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Now that you mentioned that you like sushi, do you like the cooked or the raw sushi?
Both.
Okay, good. So you like the real deal then?
Yes.
Okay, because you know how there's people that are like, I love sushi, and then they're talking about like shrimp tempura and like California rolls.
California, there you go.
Yeah, no, I love all that raw stuff.
Yes.
All of that.
Yeah. Actually, but that's how I started because I was living at my manager's house and he's Japanese. He's the one that introduced me. I mean, we named Roadium Radio after the Roadium Swami where he had a stand at. And I've been on it since I've been 11 years old. So he pretty much taught me, showed me everything.
Okay, that's
so he left me a gang of sushi and I was like, I don't need that shit. He said, that's all you're going to have? He said, because I'm going home. And I was like, is that a burger stand or not? Nope. Fuck. And he left me Asahi and Sapporo beers. Okay.
I love Asahi.
Yeah.
I do.
So I wake up in the middle of the night and I fucking just start drinking it. And then I start taking off the rice, eating the rice.
Just the rice?
Yeah. And then I see the cucumber. I push that shit out, you know. I didn't know that it was like crab meat in there. So I just kind of like pushed the little shrimp out.
Yeah.
I ate that motherfucker. So after a while, I just said, why don't I just eat it all together? So I didn't know how to make the wasabi with the soy sauce. So I just started pouring the soy sauce on top of it. And I just like, you know, I liked it because I got drunk. I was drunk and I needed something to eat. But ever since then, I take sashimi salad or just sashimi regular shit. It's really, really good. So good. It's really, really good. So
to be honest, I feel like if people were to ask me or someone were to ask me like, what's your favorite food? I would say sushi. I love sushi.
Once a week, I at least eat that.
Yeah,
once a week.
I love it. Fun fact, I used to be a server, and I feel like that's how I ended up loving wasabi because I had to. It was like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And working there, I learned, like you said, the whole soy sauce with the wasabi and experimenting different fishes, raw fishes. So that was a fun experience.
Have you ever had? Maybe they make them differently everywhere. Oyster shooter.
Is that oyster shooters? Is that with the liquor, or is it just like an oyster?
It's liquor. It's cause okay. Let me back up a little bit. With my sushi, I always have to drink hot sake.
Okay.
I always do that.
You like hot sake.
I like hot sake.
I like cold.
Okay. I tried cold.
Something about hot liquor just doesn't sit right with me.
No, it doesn't.
Or my stomach.
When I first tried it, it tasted like hot vodka.
Yeah, that just grossed me out.
But you know what I like? Okay, you know, you say you like spicy food. I would dip it, you know, in the soy sauce, you know, stir it over with wasabi. So when I put it in, me quema, you know, like spicy. And then when I drink the hot, it
like cooled you down?
No, it actually made it
hotter?
Hotter, and I like that.
And you like that?
Yeah, and I was like, you know, it was dope. Okay. So, and then after a while, a Sapporo, they'll bring me a Sapporo or Asahi. But now, oyster shooter, it's a little shot, and it's got an oyster in there, or I think with a quail egg. And I don't know if it's soy sauce with sake in it. And then hot sauce as well.
I've heard of the oyster shooter. I haven't had one, though.
Next time you go somewhere, try it out.
Is it good?
I like it. Si te gusta los tiones,
yeah, I do like oysters.
Then you'll like it.
Okay. With the quail egg and the soy sauce?
Yeah, it tastes like let me say it's like a Japanese michelada.
Okay. I can dig that. I can try that.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Now, last time you were here, I know you had some music out. A lot of people who are barely being introduced to you now, you rap.
Correct.
Okay, and with this new music we'll be eventually getting into, you're doing a lot of singing.
Yes.
Okay. Now, once again, we're not going to get into the titles of the songs, but now, are you ever going to go back to rap, or are you still just switching it up on this album?
No, I'm definitely going to go back to rap. I feel like no matter what I do, it's like, rap is like a toxic ex. It just won't leave me alone. Like it keeps coming back. And it's funny because my manager was like, all right, what's next? You know, Spanish EP, you know, we're all singing. And I'm like, I kind of wanted to drop like a whole like 5-track rap EP real quick. And then he's like, all right, hold on. Like, where is this coming from? You know? But yeah, like I said, rap just won't leave me alone. Like, I want to keep doing it, and I don't think it's going anywhere. And I'm gonna just stop fighting it. I'm gonna just keep doing it. Yeah.
Now, who, if anybody, you think is hot right now as far as rap is concerned? Maybe that might not be on the radio. Maybe you only heard of them on YouTube or on Instagram. Is there any rappers, whether it's male or female, right now that you think, okay, I think these guys are dope, or this guy or she's dope right now? Anybody out?
I would say Doja Cat.
Okay.
I love her. I was just talking about her, and I was kind of mentioning how people say Doja Cat featuring Doja Cat because she when she comes out on a track, she does her own music or whatever, but she'll like be singing and also rapping and harmonizing and creating all these crazy melodies all in one track, and it's all her. So I feel like she's very talented and very diverse and very versatile. So I'd say right now she's like an artist that I really look up to, and she inspires me a lot to not be afraid to try different sounds all in one track or all in one album. Because even with this album I just came out with, it's like a roller coaster, up and down, and it's like super sad, super happy, and you have like, you know, the party anthem or the girl anthem. So I used to be kind of scared that my fans were gonna be kind of scattered, like I'm not gonna be able to please the ones that are waiting for the R&B or the rap enough, because I felt like I was splitting up. But now I'm just like, I'm gonna do both, and I'll be fine. You know, whoever wants to stick around will stick around.
What about any independent artist, maybe that like yourself, that is coming up? Anybody out there that you got your eyes on? Like, I think this person's dope. I think he's dope. Anybody out there?
Like a female rapper right now,
or a guy, whatever.
I'd probably say Bella the rapper right now.
Yeah.
She's super dope. She's actually on my playlist. So dope. Like even when I would work out, I'd be listening to her, you know, jumping my rope. You know, she gets me going. Yeah, as like an independent artist right now, definitely her. I feel like she's really good. And I genuinely like her music, and she's definitely on my playlist.
That's dope. What about any males? Because I know before we went live, you had brought up the Mr. D.
Yeah, I have. I did. Yeah, I started keeping up with him more now that, you know, you guys are working together. And, you know, I do follow him, and I kept up with his tracks on YouTube as well. Well, the videos he would post. Yeah. And they were so good, but, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone else was thinking, like, he needs to get in the studio. He needs to get in the studio and just release, you know, like, he already has the talent. We just needed the quality, you know. We needed the engineering and the, you know, producing to be there. But he's already, he's definitely, if I were to, you know, mention a guy, you know, an independent artist, definitely him. Like, look out for Mr. D, because he's coming, and he's coming in hot.
Dope, you know? Dope. Are you accepting bookings right now for shows?
Yes, actually. I have a show coming up the 30th with Ray, Monique headlining. Okay. Yeah, first time performing in Pomona. Okay. So that's exciting. I'm actually another person that I'm super grateful for, because, you know, she was the one that reached out. And again, I'm just like, every time people give me an opportunity or a chance, super grateful. And so she reached out, and I was like, hell yes, like, I'm down. It's my first show since COVID. My last show was February of last year for Valentine's. Okay. And it sucked because it was such a dope show. And I guess you can say I ended, you know, my little show era with a bang, because, you know, COVID came, lockdown March. Yeah. So after that, it was just like everything was shut down. So it's been over a year since I've performed because of COVID. So I'm glad to finally be back into the scene. This 30th, I'll be posting more stuff about it in Pomona.
July 30th.
July 30th, yeah, in Pomona. Ray is headlining, and we have other female artists performing as well, which is super dope. I love working with other women. Yeah. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back. We're going to continue this interview, pick up right where we left off. We're going to go over your album. We're going to go over your merch and, you know, where people can reach you. I know your Instagram's up, and they can contact you there. Yes. So, okay, everybody, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Isabella Sol is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back 10 minutes. Don't fuck around. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. Once again, everybody, welcome back to Roadium Radio, and I'm your host, Tony A. the Wizard, and today was a good day. And this is episode 177, and I'm here with none other than Isabella. How you doing?
Good.
Now, before, you brought me some shirts.
Yeah.
This is your new merch. Let's get into that a little bit. I like this one right here. Is this you?
So that's the new one. The white one's a restock. Yeah.
Okay.
And the black shirt's actually not even available online yet. It will be available August.
Okay.
And the white one's been online, but it's a restock. Online it says we're out of mediums. I will post the restock in August. Everything's coming August.
This one is dope. This one, what does it say? Soulful?
Soulful, yeah. So
Okay.
that's actually the name of the brand that I'm starting, and also the name of my album that I just dropped.
Okay, I'm going to sport this tomorrow night show.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to support this one. I like that one. I believe in, again, supporting and helping each other. I'm wearing Carnalismo clothing. He sends me shirts. Here's my thing. I don't charge people. There's people that have told me, hey, man, we just sport mine. Send it to me. But I will say this. If it's dope, I'll sport it. If it's not so dope,
Gotta respect that, though. Gotta respect it.
I'll probably wear it to the gym.
At least you'll wear it.
Right. I'll wear it. So, but yeah, okay. So, other than these two designs, are you coming out with more, or do you have more?
Yeah, there's more in store. So right now it's just those two because I recently had a release party. So I wanted to give a little preview of the new stuff, which was the black top. And then in August, we'll have more stuff coming out.
Okay. Okay. And do you go through with the person designing these?
Yes. So they're actually twins. And funny fact, they actually do comics. So they're really talented artists. And they are two twins. I believe their Instagram is Art of Twins Vega. And they're actually really popular on Instagram. And again, their forte is comics. Like, it's super cool.
Now, when you say comics, like drawing comics or comic books?
Drawing comics, yeah.
Okay.
So they draw like different comics from like Marvel and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would definitely like to look into that because I have an idea that I want to do, but I haven't found the right person yet.
They're really talented. Yeah, so I basically, because I had my vision, obviously it's my vision and my idea and, the whole thing, but I can't draw for shit,
Right.
I really can't. You tell me to draw a fucking flower, it'll probably look like a stick. I can't draw, but.
You want a shot?
Sure.
Okay.
But the creativity is there. I love creating, and so if I'm able to find somebody who can bring my vision to life, I'll definitely work with them. And they were great. They were amazing. They were able to do that.
Dope. Okay, you just had a record release party.
Yes.
How did that go?
Oh, I was blessed. Yeah, it was great. I had a fun time, and all the important people were there, and the people who weren't able to make it but still let me know. I appreciate that. And I guess the people that I thought were gonna be there but didn't even hit me up or nothing, that's fine too.
and you know what, I'm gonna say this, and not that I'm not gonna bash anyone, but it's almost the people that you really thought were come that don't come, and you probably don't even hear from them. And it's saddening, but it shows, and I don't want to put too much into it, but it shows pretty much who they are.
Yeah, it just showed me everything I needed to know, because the fans that were there and the supporters and the other artists, other colleagues, other peers that came, like, super grateful, friends, even my sister was there, and the people that couldn't make it but still reached out, I appreciate that. But people that, I don't know, some people really surprised me. They did.
Wow.
They did. But like I said, it showed me everything I needed to see.
There was a guy, I want to say, when I first started this podcast, maybe I was 2 months into the podcasting, and he invited me to his record release party.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, he's certified on Instagram, whatever that means, and he has a lot of followers.
Okay,
a lot of followers. So he said, hey, come to my record release party, man. It's going to be jamming. I'm going to have hot wings. I'm going to have burgers, ribs. Like, he really went all out. He sent me his record, and I said, yeah, man, I'll book you. We'll do a show and everything like that. Okay, cool. I showed up. I'm not an early bird guy. He said it's going to start at 7 o'clock to like 12. I showed up around 10. And usually when I go to something like that, I'll stay maybe 30, 40 minutes, and I'll bounce. And I wasn't going to go, but I said, I'll go. So let me support this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was probably the fourth person.
That's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. It really be like that.
You know, and really what I wanted to say, not to embarrass him.
Yeah.
What happened to all your followers?
Yeah. There's a difference, you know, between people who support you and people who really support you.
Yeah.
And you see that when you have shows, you see that when you have events, you see that when you sell merch, you see that when you put out an album.
Right.
Who listen and who, you know, took the time to show other people, or who took the time to, again, thank you so much to the people that came and bought shirts. Like I said, y'all have my heart, because, you know, I don't think people understand how much I appreciate that, because it's something that they went out of their way to do.
Right.
And I see that, and I keep it in mind. You know, I really do keep it in mind so that I can reciprocate, you know, whenever I can. And to the people that, you know, I you know, was there for, and I, you know, hey, you need vocals, oh, you need a verse, you know, like, and they showed me that, like I said, that's all I needed to know. That's all I need. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me not get in trouble, you know. But
well, with that
being said,
I'm gonna take a little sip. I sip mine.
Okay, you know what? We'll sip together.
Yes. To a long and prosperous life.
Yes. That's good. That's nice.
Yes. Okay. So it was funny, and I'll end it with this, that he looked very sad, very disappointed. Right. You know, because he told me that he sent out 300 invitations. 300. And let me tell you something, like one wall, he had servers ready to give people their food. He had ribs, hamburgers, hot wings, everything. He was so disappointed that he actually even told me, you want to take some of this food home, man? And I said, Kimberly, let me talk to you outside. And I said, the people that were here were the ones that were meant to be here. That's it. That's all that matters. You know, I came here to support you. Don't you ever forget that. You just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Put this, you know, count to whatever you spend on the food, whatever. People were here. We ate. We had a great time. Whatever. But just know that now you know who truly supports you.
No, for sure. For sure. It, you know, it, like I said, it really be like that. And I'm not a verified artist. I'm barely coming up. So I knew that I ran the risk of that happening. I knew that. And, you know, there wasn't a huge crowd, but like I said, the important people were there.
We're there. That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. And I had a blast. I sold shirts. You know, we sold drinks. The DJ was great. You know, we had some great, you know, pictures taken. Like, it was a fun time. I cannot lie. Like, it was even, you know, I felt like my manager was like, it's going to be bigger next time. And I'm just like, you know what, Manny? We are good. We are good, you know? We are good because I am the vibe, you know? I come in and I feel like if I'm having a good time, everyone else will have a good time. And that's basically what happened. But again, like, I did make my mental list, you know?
Yeah.
Who was there, and who wasn't.
We forgive, but we don't forget.
Exactly.
So we keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you dropped a record, when does it, or when did it come out?
It came out the 17th. Yes.
Okay, 17th of this month. And what was the name of it?
Soulful.
Soulful. Why Soulful?
So my artist name is Isabella Soul, and so I basically made my second name, you know, half of the album name. So it's spelled S-O-L, and the album name is Soulful instead of like the actual word.
Right.
I used my second name, and it's because certain people mentioned when I drop certain songs like, oh, it's so soulful, like there's a lot of soul, you know, because of the R&B and the vocals. So I figured I would put out an album called Soulful, but with my artist name.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. I have your track listing here. Your manager sent it to me. Let me go ahead and grab that, and we're gonna go over every track.
Fun.
Okay. Yes. All right. Here we go. Right here. Okay. Realizations. That's the intro.
Yes.
Kind of shed a little bit of light what that is.
I am calling myself out in that track.
Really?
I am calling myself out. Yes, and it's just one of those tracks where you have to rip it like a Band-Aid when you put it out, because, you know, at least I was being very vulnerable. And, you know, when it comes to, like, at least my relationships in life or my friendships, I'm always the listener. And I feel like it's because when I write my music, I'm the talker, you know. But when it comes to talking with other people, I find a hard time trusting and confiding. But when I write my music, it's a whole different story, and I let it out in the studio, and that's what my intro is. And I remember sending it to my manager, because my manager gets all my songs firsthand, or my next move firsthand, anything I do. And he was like, "You're gonna start the album with this?" Like he was like, "Yo, you good?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, like that's the cool part about music, that sometimes you feel certain ways at that moment. You write it down, you put it out, and then, you know, time passes and you evolve, but the gem is still there, and it's left there for other people to listen, for other people to relate to." So at first, my intro was going to be my interlude, and my interlude was going to be my intro, because I felt like I was starting off the album too depressing.
Okay.
But then I figured, you know what, it's real life. It's what it is. That's how it is sometimes. And we're going to do it like that. So, yeah, realizations is just realizing sometimes we can be a piece of shit. But, you know, we are going to grow, and we're going to be better people.
Exactly. And you know what? I noticed that there's 12 songs. So you release an entire album.
Yeah.
Today, people are releasing either a single, and then an EP. Mm-hmm. You didn't do that.
No.
You know, you released the album. I like that. I wish people could go back to doing albums. Okay.
I appreciate bodies of work. I really do. And that's what Soulful is. It's a body of work.
Awesome. Then number 2, Imagine.
Imagine, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Imagine is a very smooth R&B track. It's basically saying, like, hey, imagine if I let you in. Imagine if I, you know, let my walls down. And the chorus, it's saying, I won't, because you have community dick. So that's basically the track. Yeah.
Damn, I should have had Megaman sitting next to me.
Megaman's interview was popping. Like I was very entertained.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, Caught in Your Spell, featuring Ace 18.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Caught in Your Spell. It's like it has no explicit words. It's very you know, bubblegum, like R&B.
Uh-huh.
It's very like, oh, I have a crush on you, I'm caught in your spell, but we haven't kissed yet. And that's a lot of people's favorites. It was actually a single, and it has a lot of old school feels and vibes.
Okay. You know what? Now, is this just in case, because your manager never actually sent me the album, he just sent me the track listing, but there was one video that you're rapping all in Spanish. Is this album all in Spanish?
No. So that song that I took out in Spanish was just for fun, like just because sometimes I'll do stuff from, well, actually everything I put out is something that I absolutely love, and I'll never put out something that I don't like, or I'll never put out something that I feel like is because other people will like it. I'll put it out because I like it, and if other people can vibe to it, then that's just a bonus to me. Right. But that was actually a corrido tumbado. And it was, I literally wrote it so I can get drunk with the homies, and I had a lot of people that loved it.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, they really liked it. And of course I had the people that were like, stick to hip hop, this is not for you. Nunca faltan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so but that was just a single that I put out. Yeah.
Okay. So it was just like pretty much for fun.
Yeah, it was for fun, but a lot of people were. It has a lot of plays on Spotify, and people like the video. So,
Okay, are you gonna perform that song at all?
I don't know if I will, because I want to be cohesive with
Okay.
my performances, and that's the only Spanish song I have out.
Okay.
So that's why my manager is insisting, kind of hoping for a Spanish EP, so
Yes.
that we can kind of continue on that route.
I would encourage that. I would, honestly, because to show not only versatility, but that you do it so well, both.
Yeah,
on both ends.
I appreciate that. I really do, and I'll definitely take that into consideration. I always take other people's input into consideration, because I want to use that as kind of like my next step.
Yes, yes. Okay, and then track number 4, Bodied, featuring L2R.
Yes, Body. That's the party track on the album.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the one that you want to get up and hop on a table and twerk, and we're gonna finish this shot to that.
She said twerk. I want to say Megaman twerk. So,
Me too.
Yeah, he used to be a freak, he says, but he's bringing sexy back. Okay, so now number 5, Go Ahead.
Go Ahead. Yeah, so Go Ahead is very it's a sad song. It's basically saying I love you, but if you want to leave, I'm not stopping you this time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. But you listen to the track, and it's just like you can feel. So the storyline of Soulful, there's a storyline to it, and then in between the storyline, I kind of stick in, the party song and the pretty girl anthem. But there is a storyline, and it's basically a toxic relationship that was inspired by everything I hear nowadays. Because you were talking about how social media affected relationships,
right?
And so I use that.
Yeah,
I use that because it's very common and it's very popular right now. Like, the whole having a toxic relationship and having social media ruin it. And I hear it all the time, and so I use that as the storyline for this album, as inspiration. A whole lot of things inspired it, hearing stories from other people and even life experiences.
Yes.
But that's where we're getting to the interlude where it's like, you want to leave, all right, get the fuck out.
So dope. Track number 6, Memories Haunt You, interlude.
Yeah, so that's the interlude. It's just a whole freestyle. There's no hook. I recorded that interlude like 3 times. I switched it up. Like, at first it was like just a regular track with the feature, and then I took the feature out because I felt like it was better as an interlude because it didn't have a hook.
Right.
So it's just like a freestyle where I'm ranting.
Right.
And then I re-recorded it because I felt like it was too singy-songy. So I was like, let me be a little more rap, more chill with it. And then I was like, wait, I sound too dead. Let me record it again. It's literally been a struggle with the poor interlude, but I feel like I finally got it right.
Yeah.
And it's literally, I'm ranting throughout the song, and in the background you kind of hear voicemails of me talking shit to that person. Like, fuck you and her, but this hurts.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. And then at the end I'm like, keep my money, bitch. I wipe my ass with that. Like, I wanted to add that little touch, because I feel like in music we hear a lot of guys like, I balled out on you. So in this track I was like, I balled out on him. I wanted to, switch it up. So at the end, and that's how it ends. It cuts right there, where it's like, keep my money, bitch. I wipe my ass with that shit. Bam, cuts right there. So I wanted to, when I'm singing the song, I'm sad, and then the voicemails are angry, like, oh, I can't believe you did this shit, So
Right, okay.
It's a cool interlude.
Dope, okay. And this is PDB featuring Cashmere. Now, is that same Cashmere?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Let me make an announcement. Cashmere, I haven't forgot about you. We're going to get you on here. Mark my words, okay? Me and your dad go way back. There's much love, much respect. Cashmere, I'm going to have you here. So you got that. Okay. So what is PDB?
I just want to thank you first, because you made, it's just funny how the universe works. Because I actually met Cashmere here in the first interview that I had here. I met her here, met her dad. And so PDB, it stands for Pretty Down Bitch. And it's like the pretty girl anthem.
Okay.
I knew I wanted, like, I knew I wanted a female on this track, and I wanted it to be cute, and I wanted it to be like we're bragging, like, yeah, we're pretty down bitches, you know. And so, but I was like, who, you know. And then, you know, I met her first time I came here. You know, shout out to Tony. I won't ever let that go, because, you know, that's just super cool how the universe works, because this is one of my favorite tracks, so that's why I'm very excited.
Dope.
And so I recorded Pretty Down Bitch. I remember I sending it to my manager. My manager was like, yo, like, I'm on my way to so-and-so feeling like a pretty down bitch, you know? Like, this is a hit. And I'm like, I know. And I remember, you know, after that first interview, I followed Cash. Well, we followed each other. And then I remember, I don't like asking people to work with me unless I have the track ready, unless it's like mixed and mastered. Yeah, I got the hook, I got this, I got that. I just need you to hop on. Yeah. Because I know for a fact it irritates me when people want to work with me and they're like, yo, let's work on a track. And I'm like, cool, what do you got?
Well, we're still building it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't have time for that shit. Like,
no, nobody does.
Yeah, I don't. So I always, every time I want to work with somebody, I always have, you know, the track ready. Like, unless I'm like, yeah, we gotta work, that's different. But if it's like, yo, let's work, are you down to hop on this? And I send it, like, most of the time it's already mixed and obviously not mastered, because I'll want their stems first.
Right.
But most of the time it's already mixed. I'll send it to them, and then it's easier for them to want to know if they, okay, yeah, I'm down, or if not, you know. I remember sending it to Cash, and she was super excited over it, and I was super excited that she was super excited. So I'm like, yes, let's make it happen. And she killed it. She killed the track. She has this very like super cool tone to her rap, where I was like, okay, I know she's gonna be perfect for this track. And she killed it. She did her thing. Her verse is awesome. It's so dope. That's one of my favorite tracks on the album. And we shot a video already. So that's exciting. We already shot the video. Shout out to Cash. And she did her thing. Again, she has the perfect tone. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. But you know when you hear certain artists that have like the perfect voice, or she had the perfect voice for that song, and she did her thing. So
dope. Okay, then we come to track 8, Don't Come Back, featuring Mofo Ricky.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
You did pronounce that right. Don't Come Back, that's actually one of my favorite tracks. It's very slow. Okay. Very slow, very Mofo's style is boom bap. And
you like boom bap?
I do. I never thought I would want to work with somebody who does boom bap, but Mofo, I've been trying to work with him for a cool minute since my last album. I sent him a song and it didn't work. For him, you know, because I can switch it up, but not everyone can. And so he has a very particular style. And so this song, we recorded it at his house. I was like, you like this beat? And he's like, yeah, I like it. I'm like, all right, sit down. Right to it, you know, like work with me here. And then we kind of like wrote it together, we recorded it, and that's how we made it happen. Because some people you gotta catch like that, you know, you gotta catch them in their zone.
Let me say something. I like boom bap shit. I truly do. I like mixing it with, in a sense, with a new feel with the boom bap bottom beat. Okay? Yeah, you can hear it on D's first track, Mr. D. Yeah. Okay, and then, but let me say this. I want to put together an all-girl track. Would you be interested?
Of course.
Okay, it's gonna have some boom bap in it, so.
Oh.
Okay, so.
I'm even more interested now. Okay. And you know, I feel like we need that. Okay. We need that. We need somebody to do that. We need somebody to put out an all-female, all-women track. And I feel like a lot of people have tried and it just never came about. Mm-hmm. So if you do that, I mean, you know, you're going to be the GOAT. You kind of already are, you know, in your own right, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. So number 9, Vacation featuring Duno.
Yes.
I almost said don't know, but Duno.
Yeah, Duno. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a comedian.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, he's a comedian. So it's crazy how he ended up on an R&B track.
So is he rapping? Is he just busting jokes? Or
so he's a comedian. with a very big following because of his jokes. He's a very funny guy.
Okay.
And so he's started dabbling in rap, but like I feel like it was just like the very, you know, like party rap, the ratchet rap. Like it was like, you know, makes you want to turn up. And so he actually hit me up because of merch, because the South LA merch, it caught a lot of people wanted to purchase that one,
right? The
white T-shirt, and so that's kind of how we ended up.
This one, right?
Yeah, that one, the South LA merch. Yes, that one. That's how we kind of came about, like, I guess, like networking or talking. And he was like, hey, like I love when people are down to step out of their comfort zone. And so he's like, hey, like I want to do like a he knew that I sang. He's like, I want to hop on a track where, like, you know, someone's singing and it's like a R&B track. And I remember I wrote the song the night before I had to hit the studio in the morning. And it's funny because sometimes, like, my best songs come out under pressure, and that one I wrote like a couple hours before the studio, and I was like, all right, I'll record it in the morning. And my manager was like, dude, this is so good. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah, when you know, you know.
Yeah, and then that one, Vacation, is really good. It's really good.
Window, track 10.
Window. Yeah, Window is just it's just a solo track, very short. It's like a verse, hook, and it's just one of those songs where, like, it's funny, like, I remember sending it to my friend and I was like, yo, like, I wrote this song, why do I want to cry when I listen to it? Yeah, like, it's like a sad track, super, you know, like, nostalgic R&B, again, like a 2000s feel. And so I just wanted to put it out because, again, every time I put stuff out, it's because I like it. I liked it, so I put it out. It's basically saying, it's kind of cheesy, but it's like, hey, I wish you come to my window and tell me that, you know, you still want me and none of these girls are on my level. And, you know, I have this video idea planned for it, or it's like, I want kind of like the guy to come to the window, but then I'm gonna wake up and I'm dreaming like, damn, he really didn't pull up. Like, it was really just a dream. But
that's a dope concept.
Yeah, so that's the idea for that.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you have a good idea, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I know, I wanted to, but I was too excited.
I know, but some people be like,
let me steal it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll write a song like Window first, and then we'll see.
Right. Best version of me.
Best version of me was a single, and I was stuck in Texas when the single came out, and the studio session had to be postponed, and so did the video session. I don't know if you heard about the storms that went down in Texas. I was stuck in Texas.
What part of Texas were you at?
Houston.
Oh, yeah. I know
when that happened. Well. And I remember I had my flight Monday, and it got postponed till, I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday, but it was bad because I remember, I think Tuesday I had my studio session, then Wednesday I had the video shoot.
Oh, shit.
And that was like, all I kept seeing was the United app, like, canceled. And I'm like, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, bro, so you're telling me I have to pay for a hotel again? And yeah, it was bad. Like, I remember the hotel I was staying at, like, I would go into the bathroom and there was like homeless people there, but I wouldn't say nothing because, like, it's too cold to be outside. So I'll be like, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, you can chill there, that's cool, you know. Let me know if you need anything, you know, like, cause it was bad. It was like, and I didn't take clothes for the snow, but it started snowing, and I don't know if you've heard of Banda MS.
Of course.
All for them. All because of them. I wanted to go see them in concert. My ass flew to Texas, ended up getting stuck there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll teach you a lesson.
No, definitely. No more flying for me.
Okay. Track 12, Dreams, featuring Ray Monique.
Yeah. Do you remember I talked about her last time?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I got the email, I downloaded it through my phone. I still remember, like, I was on the floor.
Oh, well, real quick, I talked to her dad. She'll be back. So, if you want to come hang out with her, you know.
That'd be so cool. Not me fangirling. But yeah, no, huge fan. You know that too.
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
You know, I was a huge fan. Another artist that I would say, like, I genuinely have her music, like, in my playlist. And when I'm riding down or even when I'm working out, like, I really enjoy her music. So it was super cool that she ended up being on the album. Again, like, I damn near threw my phone when I got the email because I was, like, on the floor. I remember I got, like, something. I had ordered online, and I was on the floor, like, opening the box, and I was like, my phone rang, and I was like, all right. And I was like, oh shit, damn, she's gonna be on the album. That's so cool. And I heard her track and her verse, and of course she did not disappoint.
Right.
Never does. Like, so again, another person that I was super grateful to have been able to work with, and that another person gave me a chance. So
now, one thing that the public may not know, and I'm going to ask you this live: do you write your own lyrics?
Yes. All of it.
So you have no ghostwriters?
No ghostwriters. No ghostwriters.
No Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Nope.
To write your shit?
Mm-mm. That's honestly my favorite part. How could I give that up? The writing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Because there's a lot of people that, honestly, mostly females, when I ask them, is there anything you don't want me to ask you? Don't ask me for my own stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. No problem. No problem. But I'm glad that you write your own stuff and you take pride in that.
Yeah, I do.
Let me go ahead and put my time back up. Okay, cool. Now, other than that, is there going to be any hard copies on this album?
You know what's funny? I've been getting a lot of DMs.
Look, Raza.
Are we going back to that?
Yes.
Can you tell me? Because
Raza buys CD still.
Yeah, because I've been getting DMs like, are you selling hard copies? Like, how much? And I'm just like, are we going back?
Raza still buys CDs.
Wow.
Or you're a fucking dinosaur. Motherfucker, there's a bunch of dinosaurs still around.
Wow.
Okay?
Good to fucking know, because I love T-Rex. No, I'm just kidding. Little hands.
Yeah.
Yes, but fun fact, I was actually giving hard copies out for free at my release party. Yeah, with every T-shirt purchase. Yeah, they were getting that for free and some stickers as well. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't. I guess because I post some. I'm pretty sure like pictures of my hard copies got out on IG, and I feel like that's how I started getting the DMs. Like, hey, are you selling hard copies?
Right.
But good to know. Now I know, and I'll get on it.
Print up some to your manager, print up some, because when you do shows, and let's just say you set up a little table where you sign autographs or whatever, have this shit out there, you see, there are people that, there are dinosaurs like myself. Look, I'm not going to download this shit. Can I just buy your CD?
Wow, I would have brought you a hard
No,
copy.
and I told him that. Darn. Manny, I told you that.
Manny, get it together.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I want a hard copy. He was like, okay, cool. Everybody that's coming here has brought me a hard copy. So.
Oh my gosh. Good to know. Good to know. But I don't think it's going to be my last time here, so.
So, no, definitely not. Other than that, as far as this album is concerned, is there any videos out right now?
Bodied was a single.
Okay.
And that music video is out.
When did that come out?
That came out last year, actually.
And it's on this album?
Yeah. So I've been working on this. I've been going through it, y'all. Like, working on albums is expensive. And luckily, thank God and, thank the universe, I'm in a good place right now. But, just like we're up, we're down.
Right.
And I was down.
Okay.
So, to finish an album, it takes a lot of, work, a lot of money, a lot of resources that at the time I was just kind of in a really, bad place. So I kind of stalled because I'm like, okay. So yeah, it took this album to come out. Oh man, over a year. Over a year. Again, I'm grateful to God, grateful to...
But you know what? You took your time.
I did.
To release good quality music that people can enjoy.
Yeah, and people will notice that. If they take the time to listen, they'll know that I put a lot of hard work and effort and thought into this album. I don't just put, trash out. I really don't. Like I said, I appreciate a really... good work of art, a good body of work. I appreciate it, and that's all I want to put out, to be honest.
To your album,
Cheers to Soulful.
Soulful. Okay. Now, hopefully your manager comes out with some harder copies because I believe it's important. Like when you go to the show, you can slang them there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because people there are some people that, here's what they do. They'll buy two, one to open, one to have sealed, but they want both autographed. I'm dead serious.
That whole autograph shit, yeah. Also at the release party, like they were down for that.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm learning new things that some people are still into. As time goes by, and because I've never had a release party before,
right, okay.
ever.
Now, just again for the fans that may not know, this was your first album?
Yeah, no, this was actually my second.
Okay.
Yeah, second album. The first one, because I first released an EP.
Okay.
And then because I just wanted something under my belt. And then I released an album. But again, just something that I wanted under my belt. And so then this third body of work, it's just kind of like like I got a little, group of people who listen to my music. Let me do it for them,
Okay.
Because have you ever looked into an artist and then, like, let's say, like, on Spotify or something, and you realize they have, like, 20 million albums, and you're like, when did these come out?
Yes.
I feel like that's going to be me. And I'm fine with that because I love putting music out. But, like, if we're being real, I've always been the underdog, so who knows? I might make it in, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. And that's fine with me because I'm going to still keep doing what I do. And I'm going to still keep loving what I do, which is music. But if you look me up on Spotify in 15 years, you might just have to scroll down like 2 chains and see like 15 and 20 mixtapes, that's probably going to be me.
Look, I'm going to tell you what. When I do this song, I got 3 females. One of them is you. You said you were down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
The other one is Bella.
Bella,
okay.
I love her.
And then my homegirl, Magic Girl. 3 girls. Okay. I'm trying to get at least 3 more. Okay. We're going to do one full song. I'm going to direct the video. And so that's all I'm going to say.
If you've seen Mr. D's, the introduction, you know the video is going to be crazy.
Yes.
You know the video is going to be crazy.
Yes. So expect a lot of.
That's the little boom bag you're talking about?
Believe me.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm excited.
That's all I'm going to say. All females. I try working with dudes. They don't listen. So, it's time to shine light on up-and-coming females. I'm not trying to go out and reach out for, like, you should get this person, this. No. We're going to make, if you will. Here's what people say. Why are you interviewing a bunch of nobodies? Well, you know what? Support me and help me make these so-called nobodies a somebody.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Support me and help me make these so-called nobodies a somebody. So let's do it with my production, my promotion. We're going to the top.
Honestly, you're going to make history because I've said it before. It's something that's been needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have tried. I personally don't know why they haven't succeeded, but nobody's done it yet. A track where it's like multiple females.
Yes. And
good production, good engineering. Yeah, you're going to make history.
Oh, my boy Denver Vegas. Did 2-part remixes. He worked for Ruthless. He's worked for Death Row. He's worked for Suge Knight. He's the dopest engineer. I wouldn't work with anybody else. Yeah. I got the right studio. So if you want to steal my idea, guess what? I said it here first.
That's what I said.
So if anybody hits you up, hey, I want you to be my life. No.
I'll be like, sorry, Tony already asked me.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
yeah, vete a la verg. So, anyways, other than that, anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to share, whatever.
I just want to thank you again for having me. The first time was a blast. The second time, even better, just because I'm a little less nervous. Like, I just get really anxious, but yes. I feel really good here. And yeah, I mean, August, we're coming out with new merch, IsabellaSoul.com. And just go listen to Soulful. Like, if you're into R&B and the hip-hop fusion, you won't regret it. I put a lot of thought and creativity behind every track. Every track, honestly, like, in my opinion, is a banger. I'm not just saying that because it's my music, but it's really good. It's a whole body of work. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram. And I have a show with Ray headlining and other female artists also performing, which is so cool. The 30th, I will keep you guys updated on that.
You heard it here first. And where can they get this merch once again?
IsabellaSoul.com. That black shirt, Tony got it first, as well as the people who came to the release party.
Yeah,
Coming
and
out August.
and I'm gonna support it tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so excited
Tomorrow.
to see it.
Yes, so I got a special guest coming in tomorrow. Other than that, this will not be your last time here. As a matter of fact, I'll invite you whenever me and Megaman go after hours, and he gets to talk about his freaky stories.
They are so entertaining. I kind of didn't want your segment to end. Like, I was like, hold on, what?
Part 2 will be worse.
Oh, man. I'm excited.
Stay
I might
tuned.
just come to hang out.
Yeah.
Never do a DP with no condom.
There you go. You heard it here.
You heard
Roadium
it.
Radio.
Roadium Radio with Megaman after hours. He'll be selling his G-string at megaman.com. I'm only playing. So, other than that, any shout outs, anything, whatever. The floor is yours.
I want to shout out my parents, Roxana and Melvin. Thank you guys so much for minding your business and letting me live my life. Look at me thriving. I want to shout out Manny, my manager.
Yes.
Honestly, I couldn't do this shit without you. Straight up. I could not. Like, thank you for everything that you do. I'm sorry I'm a brat sometimes. But thank you so much. And I want to shout out Valley Boy, my partner in crime, another dope artist you guys should check out. He's super cool, super talented. Maddie's my left hand, Valley's my right. And I want to shout out everyone, the Soulful fam, just everyone who listens to my music and watches my videos, because we're going up on YouTube little by little. I put a lot of thought and effort behind every song and every video I put out. So thank you guys to everyone that listens and watches my stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Again, super grateful. Like, I could not be more grateful for all of these experiences. You know how they say it rains, it pours?
Yes.
These blessings have been pouring. Like,
that's awesome.
They've been pouring, and you're one of the blessings, Tony. So shout out to Tony.
Thank you.
The GOAT of podcasts. So cool to be here again and grateful. And shout out to
Megaman.
Yeah, Megaman. I might just be there soon, right?
Let's schedule a date.
There you go. Megaman podcast. Shout out to him, because
Hell yeah.
his segment was extremely interesting.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Other than that, let me go ahead and give my shout outs. First of all, I want to thank Isabella Soul for giving me the opportunity to interview you. It's truly been an honor and a pleasure. Once again, let me ask Roadium Radio Warrior fans. I'm asking you to support her. You know, buy a shirt, buy a CD, download her music, comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever. Support. Let us support each other, because my thing is this: if we don't support each other, who will? It's so easy to hate. It truly is. It's so easy to say, "Ah, fuck you," dislike, whatever. But you know what? It takes a special kind of person to say, you know what, I'm going to support her. Maybe I don't like her music, whatever, but I want to see Raza come up. You know, let us support each other. That's what I'm asking. So other than that, I want to thank my boy, Alex Cervantes Enterprise, for running this shit. If you got a hoopty and you need that shit to get fixed, go to 81?
Yeah, 81 Cervantes Enterprise.
81 Cervantes Enterprise on Instagram, and he'll fix your hoopty. Seriously, he's got his own shop. He runs his own shit. Like, he's got it made. He's really good. Also, I want to give a shout out to Anthony, the hip hop Jedi. The hip hop Jedi. Think about that. Like, every time he listens to boom bap, he's dancing with his lightsaber. Okay? Give a shout out to him. Let me give a shout out to my son, B. Scallons, for helping me promote this. Let me give a shout out to my brother, the Spice Smuggler. Okay? Much love, much respect to Spice Smuggler. And let me give a shout out to Megaman once again. Subscribe, like, comment, share. If you want to comment something bad, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't bother us. But Megaman is a solid dude. That's my homie. I love the dude. And I'm going to take him up on his offer. We're going to go live one night, like 11 o'clock, and just like talk about like a bunch of bullshit. So, yeah. Megaman is a good guy. So other than that, be looking out for that. We may just go random one day on a Saturday night and talk about all you cucks. But
Can we make that the word of the day?
yes,
Cucks.
cucks rhymes with craft beer. So all you craft cucks, te la verga, puto. Anyway, so other than that, much love, much respect. Oh, Erica, B&B Entertainment, thank you for always having my back. Today was a great victory, and it is the beginning of the end for a certain person. And as they say, these are not my words, but as I say, the fat lady has sang, and it's over now. So other than that, have a blessed night. Isabella Sol, once again, thank you. Have a blessed night. You guys have a blessed night. I'll see you tomorrow with a special guest. You see my flyer tomorrow on the YouTube community, on Facebook, and on Instagram. And I'm out, and I'll be wearing this shirt.
Oh, so
tomorrow.
exciting.
We out of here.
You got it.